Honk.
That honk that I have heard before brings us back again to a Thursday. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everybody, to a Thursday night stream. It is June 18th, 2026, in the year of our Lord, etc., etc. And it is great to welcome you all to day 2 of 007 First Light. Hell yeah, excited to play tonight and continue with this awesome game. But before we go any further, a couple of reminders about ways to support the channel. I saw Prince Justin has been posting some of this stuff already, for which I am most grateful. Thank you, Prince Justin. If you have not already done so, please follow the channel. If you have not already done so, please consider subscribing to us over on YouTube, which is free for you to do that, but really helps us out. !ArvTube. Get access to earlier content as well. Discord is !ArvCord, where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Blue Sky is !ArvSky. Please follow me over there. Up to a record number of followers, I think 1,252 or something like that, so I'm really grateful for that. Please do that. And that really helps out, gives you information on various things relating to my life, including talking about my kids sometimes, my kids as well. But anyway, you can find that over at !ArvSky. Website for this, arvanelaron.com. Financially, !ArvShop, that is the merchandise area where you can get cool swag for yourself and also support the channel. Patreon is !ArvTreon, where we're trying to build this up into triple digits. Cool stuff for you and for the channel. Subbing to the channel is always appreciated too. Get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, plus inspirations for our tabletop players as well. On the publishing front, !Icarus, my graphic novel from Mathis Arts, !Library, that's my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and !Greyshade, that is my Greyshade IP, Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy, critically acclaimed, award-winning, critically acclaimed by others, including a Hugo nominee, let it be said, who may be sitting in the chat right now. As I say, Treon for the Patreon. Icarus, that's what I was on. Greyshade, my Greyshade IP, Greyshade Renegade Heretic, as I said, available from Mathis Arts. You can also get the audiobooks of Greyshade from our very own Trent Sparks. You can get those there as well. And you can also get, or pre-order, I should say, the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, which is going to be coming out from Brandon O'Brien as the lead developer, and of course Alligator Alley Entertainment. Very excited for that too, and that is going to be happening very soon in the next couple of months, so now is the time to get on board. Please do pre-order that. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention, important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And send the message you'll do so for others in that situation in the future. Continued love to the people of Minnesota and Minneapolis specifically, the people of Memphis, people of Newark, New Jersey, all those fighting against federal occupation and invasion and fascism, and doing so bravely and with courage and inspiring us all through their example. We are winning this fight, but we need to keep it up, obviously, because there's a lot more miles to go before we sleep, as they say. And so please continue to do that fight, and thank you for everything that you do. Quick note on schedule: we've got First Light going on today, then I will be off tomorrow. I will be back Saturday night with the post-mortem episode on Oracle of War, Eberron Oracle of War. This is a great chance for you, for those of you who followed the D&D with INB crew over the last 5 years of that campaign as we went from level 1 to level 20. This is a chance for you to chat with the different people. I'll be talking about what I thought of some of the highlights of that campaign, be hearing from the players about what they felt about the different aspects of the campaign, and you'll have a chance to ask them questions too. You'll have a chance to get some questions asked of me to see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that we were working on, and so that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And we also are going to get the chance to set up a little bit of the Dragonlance campaign. I've already had a session 0 with the players, but this is going to be talking a little bit more about what that campaign is going to look like, which should be launching, I believe, in July, if all goes well. So excited for that, and I hope that you will consider jumping on board for that post-mortem episode. Would be lovely to see all of you there for that too. And then off Sunday, Monday. I'll be back then on Tuesday, which will be my final pre-San Francisco stream. I will be there with Dragonbane, playing with the playing with the folks. Very excited for that. And then I will be over on GOG's Twitch channel with Pen and Pixels playing some more of the Lamplighters League. And as I say, that's before I'm going to be away for 2 weeks. I don't know what my stream schedule is going to look like when I'm out there. It's very much up in the air because I do have a remote setup, and in fact, I'm going to be picking up a new laptop that my university is issuing coming up early this week. But schedule-wise, it's Pacific time, not East Coast time. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know exactly what that's going to look like in terms of family time or internet availability or stuff like that. So I'm not sure. Just hang in there and you'll get more information about that. What's up, Mad Eye? Yes, Dragonlance. Very excited for that campaign too. I've had a chance to read a lot into it now, and so I'm very excited for it. It's going to be cool. So anyway, but those next 2 weeks are going to be a little bit up in the air. When I get back, which will be the first week of July, I believe it is, I'm going to be going to ReaderCon in Burlington over the July 10th, July 11th, 12th weekend. I have now posted my schedule publicly on Blue Sky. I've got 5 panels and a reading, which is a lot for ReaderCon, which is really cool. I'm excited for that. And also I'm going to be at Author's Alley selling some books as well. So if you were in the Burlington, Massachusetts area, I hope I will see you there. But most important thing I want to remind everyone about is coming up on Saturday, a week from Saturday, so a week from the day after tomorrow, on June 27th, is going to be Roleplay by the Bay. It is the inaugural tabletop role-playing event taking place at the San Francisco Public Library in the Corrette Auditorium. It's going to be happening starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it's going to run until 5 p.m. Pacific time. It will feature 4 Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation scientists. I'm going to be chatting with them about their work for about a little less than a half hour, and then we're going to be doing a one-shot D&D adventure with the scientists in front of a live in-person audience at the Corrette Auditorium. Then we will have a break from 1 to 2 for lunch. Then from 2 to 5, Zach Clay, my co-organizer for this event and dear friend, is going to be conducting a D&D one-shot for members of his teen intern program. So he will have 4 of those players for that as well. Super excited about it. Zach met with the tech team yesterday, so he has a good sense of what the technological stuff is going to be like for that. I'm going to be doing a run through myself a week from tomorrow, actually, when I get out to San Francisco. It's going to be, it's a 6th-floor building, apparently, the San Francisco Public Library, so this main branch. So it's going to be really exciting. And there is an Eventbrite page, so I did mention that, and I do want to highlight that again. If you have not already done so, tickets to this event are free, but you do need to do it. Like, you do need to actually register ahead of time and get that stuff done. So if you could please be so kind. This right here is the thread. That's the thread for Roleplay by the Bay on Blue Sky, and the specific Eventbrite link can be found, he said, wait just a second. Thank you. That's the events, yep. And then this, that right there is the link specifically directly to the Eventbrite page. We are going to try to live stream this. We may be able to. We're not 100% sure, but we hope so. But that is, we don't have total control over the sort of technological stuff in terms of live streaming from there. So we're going to try to. But the thing that we're mostly concerned with is going to be the in-person stuff. I shouldn't say that. The thing that we are most certain about is that we'll be able to do this live. So if you're anywhere in the Bay Area of California and you would like to stop by and say hello and watch this event, we hope you will. There are rumors you'll be able to see other well-known, prominent Arvanauts, when you get there. So I'm really hoping that we'll get some folks there because I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a really great event. Hopefully the beginning of what will be eventually many of these events, I hope. So we've got that going on, and then ReaderCon going on. Then I have a couple of weeks where things settle down in July, and then we go off to Gen Con. Very excited for that, obviously. And then come back from the symposium and then be back for a few weeks, possibly another trip out before starting the fall semester, and then in October heading out to CanCon. So we got a lot of stuff going on. It's all going to be awesome. I can't wait for any of it, but we still have, of course, a lot, thankfully, of summer to go, which is good. Let me just get rid of that, and let me turn on this. And let me also say, hi, everybody. Let me also send out A shout out to Little Arv. Little Arv is officially a high school graduate. Happened today as the student poet laureate emeritus. Now there is a new student poet laureate, but as the Bridgeport's ever first student poet laureate, she gave did a reading of a poem that she wrote for the occasion. She did an awesome job with it, and it was great. It was really wonderful to be able to see and see her as a part of this, and to see her graduate. And so I've got all kinds of pictures that I took and all sorts of things. I will show off one picture though, which is one that I think I put on Blue Sky here. Let me just see. There we go. Let me just do that. Yes, there we go. There she is, my kid. 18 years old and a high school graduate. And after a gap year to come, she will be going to Vassar College, as I have mentioned, in the fall of 2027. So I've said many times how incredibly proud I am of her. As I said on the Blue Sky link, she is one of the best people that I know in the world. No exaggeration. She really is the light of my life. She's a wonderful, wonderful kid, and just a good person. And I am very, very excited to see continue to be walking along this journey with her and sort of see how things go. So for those of you who have watched her kind of grow up on this channel, as I said, I started streaming when she was 4 years old. The fact that we've now been together for this long, and now she is all the way up to 18 and a high school graduate, that's something else. So a real accomplishment. We took her she got to go out to a sushi place tonight. She loves sushi. And I think a good time was had by all. So I'm going to be hanging with her tomorrow on my usual Fridays with her. But yeah, so pretty awesome kid. So congratulations to Little Arv, who is not so little, but on some level will always be there. Listen, Hillness, if you're out here, there's an open invitation, Hillness. Anytime you're out here, it's all time for sushi. And it's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing okay. Has she ever had sushi in Oconto County, South Carolina? She has not. She has not had sushi there. Yes, I cannot say that she did. It's actually funny because this sushi place is in a place that used to have barbecue, used to be a barbecue place. So they've like converted over. All the decorations look very much like sushi style, and they have, pictures of samurai on the wall and whatever. But the bar area, which is sort of in the center, still has like this weird fur, like it almost looks like cow skin. It's not real, but like along the bottom of the bar. So it's very much just like, it's sushi, and also get yourself down here for some barbecue salmon rolls. Like, it's very funny. It was barbecue sushi. It was something else. But anyway, just super proud of her. It was a good day today, and busy day, a lot of stuff going on, but it was a great day. So thank you, Mrs. Dunsel. Yeah, super cool. And those of you who have met her in person will confirm what I have said. I know that I'm biased and I'm her dad, but anybody that's ever met her always says the same thing, which is what a great kid. She's so smart, and she's so, creative and sensitive, and she's such a cool kid. Could not agree more. So that was very cool. It was very cool too that my son obviously was with us, and he's old enough at the age of 10 to be able to really appreciate all this too. So he was like, "Let's go, sister," and all that stuff. And oh my God, by the way, the World Cup fever, this was done indoors at this pretty big local arena, and like, there were like some of the people that her class, a big class, 425 kids in her graduating class. So, and she was, by the way, top 10 in the 425. Not that I'm, not that I'm bragging or anything, but anyway, yeah, Arv Jr. just turned 10. Yeah, Illness just turned 10 years old. And any of you who see me coming up at one of these events will be able to meet some of them. If you come to ReaderCon, you will see Little Arv. She's coming with me. And if you come to Gen Con, you will see both her and you'll see him, because Mini Arv is going to be with me too. I know. And oh my God, he is so tall as well. Unless he's the fourth tallest in his class. He's like shooting up there, and he's huge. He's getting big time into basketball. So what was I going to say? But so every time they announced a name, you get people that like cheer. Oh, no. There's a pretty strong Latino population in this area of southwestern Connecticut where I live. And like, so people did not just do that. People brought flags, people bought ding, 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 like cowbells, and people brought air horns. Now, this was, I have to admit, a little much. Like, they'd be like, blah, 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 Rodriguez. And you hear, burr, 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 burr. Like, everyone's like, yeah, let's go. We were like, oh my God. It was like, I mean, they were celebrating up a storm. So it felt very much like a World Cup atmosphere. Like, it really did. But it was a great time. It was great to have her here. I know, it's true, Hilness, it is. So it was great. And it was really, really cool to see her go through this. I was thinking a little bit about my folks. I was sorry, of course, they couldn't be here in person to witness this, but hopefully wherever they are, they were watching, I hope. And it was just really nice to be able to sort of celebrate with her, her hard work, her dedication, and also hasn't always been an easy road, and sort of see her get through that. So my son is going to a new school in the fall, which he's very excited about too. He's going to be going into 5th grade. That's right. You heard me right. Don't adjust your television sets. 5th grade in the fall. And I'm really glad that his sister's going to be around for another year hanging with us, because I think that'll be really good for him as he makes this transition. So it's going to be cool. No vuvuzelas. There were no vuvuzelas to be found. So that was there. But it was great. And the other thing, one other last sort of note, and then we'll start playing. The class president gave, I thought, a very solid speech and made lots of references to how critical immigration is, how critical immigrants are, how on some level we here are all immigrants that are part of this mix, unless we're part of the indigenous peoples, about how immigration itself is something to be celebrated and not attacked. It was a fairly explicitly political thing, and then she spoke in Spanish to her mother and talked a little bit about, and her parents, and talked about that, and got multiple ovations. It was good to see. The area that I live is a pretty diverse area, and it was good to see it. And I was just thinking about how small and petty and pathetic the bigotry of those who would seek to undercut what the best thing of America, and America's got a lot of things that are not good about it, but the best thing about America is not only a sort of fundamental optimism, but most of all, that it is built in some way on the promise of immigration and immigrants joining and becoming a part of this extraordinary story. That's the best part of it. If you get rid of that, there's not a whole lot sustaining America, in my view. So it was really good to see a full-throated, defense of it coming from this 18-year-old class president who was talking to this assembled group. And yeah, it was a sympathetic crowd, but good for her. And just another reminder about what absolute garbage we have from the bigots in charge. But ain't gonna last too much longer, folks. We are beginning to win this, so it was great to see. Anyway. Let's get into this. Oh, wait. I just got a notification. What's this? Oh yeah. Also, I don't know if anyone did have a chance to watch any of the World Cup. Any of my Canadian viewers and friends, man, Canada just obliterated. And it's either pronounced Qatar or Qatar. I've heard it pronounced both ways. There was an awful injury that happened to a big Canadian star. Canada won that easily, and I think won by so much that they now are odds-on favorites to advance out of the group stage. But that's a tough loss. That was. I do not go looking up videos of this. It was not pleasant to see. Very much, certainly a broken leg, and something that's going to keep the guy out. Basically, yeah, guy's going to be basically out for a year at least. And that's very sad because he's 29 and the World Cup is only every 4 years. Can he play at 33? Sure. But long time between now and then. So it was pretty rough. Like, I did not hear it because I was at a restaurant and so the sound was down. But I just saw a little bit of the stretcher and I was like, oh boy. And actually, Qatar had not one, but 2 red cards. So at one point they were down to 9 players. And oh my goodness, did Canada destroy them. This was also happening in Canada, by the way, is where the match was taking place. Canada obliterated them. I think they won 5-0. They just destroyed them. And you could tell they were angry. And, like whether or not the guy did or didn't mean, 2 red cards means, first of all, it also means that Qatar is basically out of this World Cup, because the only way that they're going to do this now, they're going to have to win by some enormous margin because they got destroyed in goal differential and they've lost 2 of their big players for next match. In fact, the FIFA people could very easily suspend them for multiple international games. That's what happens with red cards. So, my goodness. So, anyway, I did want to say congratulations to Canada, but boy, that was tough. A reminder that soccer is not risk-free when you're playing it. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, I'm looking. So that is quite a spread, Prince Justin. That is a hell of a spread right there. Wow. That is a lot of sushi. Was it? I hope it was as good as it looks. I'm responding now. Whole lot of sushi. So I hope it was good. It was for 8 people. Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. It was good. I do like it was good. I had an entree of my own and dipped into it. Most people had just sushi. Man, that's no joke. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I'm glad we definitely enjoyed ours tonight. It was good. All right. So the time has come, chat. We are playing some 007 First Light. Now, for those of you who were not here for this, first session of this actually went super well. I was really happy with it. Our boy Bond, basically it started the story by talking about this situation gone wrong where he's this airman. He's flying into this one area. Helicopters get shot down. Only one who survives it is Bond. And he goes over and he rescues a bunch of MI6 takes over. And it turns out that they were shot down by these people who had basically taken over this satellite, which had this like could have this real effect on the rest of the world. And MI6 originally had wanted to retrieve the satellite, and also there were hostages, MI6 hostages being held. Bond frees the hostages. I think only one of them gets killed, and then gets off the island and basically blows the island the hell up. After that, and then starts the big opening title sequence. After which point, they basically say, hey, maybe this guy's worth it. And they recruit him into MI6. He does training. You get into a fight with a guy who later on becomes a good friend, who I suspect is not going to survive because that's the way these stories go. And learned all this stuff. And have basically been sent on our first serious mission, which is to track down information at this event, basically this art exhibit that may have some secret information that we need. Bond, however, because he pissed off the main leader, actually, let me rephrase that. There's a previous agent, 009, who went rogue and who has sort of come back into the mix and wants to talk to Greenway, the former trainer, but obviously they don't trust him because he's a master manipulator, whatever. So now they're trying to gather more information about him. Greenway doesn't like Bond. Where have you heard that before? Greenway doesn't like Bond, and because he doesn't like Bond, he basically only begrudgingly and only because M tells him you're going to have to take him, takes him on this mission, but makes him like the chauffeur or something like that. So just as we stopped our session last time, Bond had just seen something weird happen, had gotten out of the car and was preparing to investigate, abandoning his chauffeur role. And not understandably so. So with all that information in play, let's play this. Really enjoyed this the first time. So we'll see what day 2 brings us. We also had a dev stop in last time, which was very cool. Really enjoyed that. Wow. They still haven't brought the full theme out. I'm looking forward to that. There's a bit, and then there's just like a little bit of it, and then a little less, and then a little bit, and a little less. It's been great. You're up till midnight, then woken at 12:30 to tornadoes. Oh my God, Illness. I'm sorry about that. Did the tornadoes? How's it all going? Are they past? Are you okay? I assume. Okay, so here you go. All the time in the world. 009, a rogue MI6 operative guilty of high treason, is resurfaced after years off the grid. He claims to hold evidence of a conspiracy against the state, which he intends to hand over to John Greenway in exchange for a pardon. The meeting will take place at the Grand Carpathian Hotel in Slovakia during the World Chess Championship, and M sends the 00 recruits along as undercover backup. However, Greenway, who distrusts Bond and wants him nowhere near the action, assigns him the unglamorous role of chauffeur. It seems Bond's first field assignment will be confined to the car park. Except you don't know James Bond. No damage. All right, that's cool. Man, Tornado Alley becoming all of a sudden Tornado freaking football field, relatively speaking, right? Tornado Highway, all the way up and down now.
No harm in stretching my legs.
There we go. That's right. Investigate the blonde man.
Bond, reporting suspicious behavior.
009?
No, one of the hotel staff. Strangest looking bellhop I ever saw. He was mishandling luggage.
Are you joking? What are we, the local tourist board?
I guess he had to be there. It was odd. I'm gonna check it out.
You will not. 009 is our only priority. Stay at your post, James. That's an order.
Yes, Mom.
Suddenly ignores.
It was all over social media last year.
Do. I'm following.
But me? Need to see a man about a bag.
Oh boy.
Missed him.
Afternoon, sir. Staff and press only.
Oh, damn. Forgot my press badge.
You're not the first.
Wait, what was that? Could do that. Can I hack into these systems? No, I don't want to injure you.
In transit. Just gone. Jesus Christ. They got all 4 drones. And what's worse is, whoever they are hasn't taken credit for it yet. That's going to
Can't hack into the system, really?
Any idea what he's going to do? I haven't talked to him yet. I just heard about it from you. I suspect he's preparing himself for a drilling from the board. Just don't see the problem. Midas predicts the market for the Let's have a look. I'm not so sure he'll survive this. Poor old Jackie boy. Poor old Jackie boy indeed. What could risk averse? It looks like no idea what happened there.
All right, I have to infiltrate that. Yeah, I see it.
That's better.
Nope. Sorry.
What's this spark generator?
Technician set these up to power the scanners, but the head of security wouldn't have it. Prefers running the entire system from the central electrical. Says it's less risk of sabotage.
What?
He's the expert.
There's a watcher nearby.
Pick up.
Can I eavesdrop?
Turn off your mute button, George. Every bloody time he does this.
It's pretty awesome, Hilness. Okay, sleep well. Good seeing you, man.
George! Yeah, it's no use. I met with the whistleblower. Claims to have proof that Nivek's cheating, but they'll only talk to Hoffman. How far off is he? Well, tell him to floor it or we'll lose the scoop of the year. I stashed his press badge inside one of the big pots on the lower ramparts. I need to get back in there. It's a nail-biter. Unless you sent me all this way to report on the landscaping? Didn't think so.
Hang on a second.
Editors.
Okay, there we go. All right. Garden hose. What does that do for me? Okay, what if I do this? I think I see how.
Yeah. What was that?
What have we got?
All right, I got a lighter. So now I can ignite this, I guess?
What? How does this keep happening? What was that? Well, let's see. I guess it's okay now.
Okay. Okay. So far, so good.
Gate crashing a black tie event? Haven't done that since final year.
What?
Ken Banks, penetration tester. I need to have a stern word with your manager.
I'm a penetration tester. I test penetration. Know what I'm saying?
Good to have you on the team.
Okay. Okay. Could jam it.
I always get nervous at these type of events. You're worried about terrorists? Relax. Nothing gets past the scanners. This place is like an airport. No, I'm just afraid I will embarrass myself and get fired. I keep having this dream where I'm serving at a Nobel Prize ceremony.
Don't mind me, ladies.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. To investigate the blonde man. Remember, chat, whenever you get caught by someone, just tell them you're a penetration tester. It'll always work.
Which room is he in? Don't know. But he's getting an extra mint on his pillow. That's for sure. Yolana.
Okay. Hello.
Now, let's see what all the fuss is about.
All the time in the world.
There's Greenway. Hopefully I'm the last thing on his mind. What are you here for?
Bond, status.
No sign of 009. Over.
I gotta get back down there. Can you believe my chose a Scotch opener?
Kingsley alert. Best not get spotted just yet. Need to build a case first.
Okay. Okay.
This guy better be worth it.
What in God's name was that?
Not even God knows what that was.
She's baiting him.
And he's falling for it.
Is he the genius? Completely suicide?
I'm just standing right next to him. I'm like, oh, hey, sorry. Boy, you can see the studio's Hitman chops with this. Okay, it's
I could hardly say no, could I? And he won't notice that you slipped out in the middle of the game? No, he's too enthralled.
okay.
How do you do?
Where have I seen him before?
I think he models for Alexander Dupin.
Oh, right. Nice posture.
Now, where do you go?
Hello, sir.
Wonder if you could help me.
I'll certainly try, sir.
Let's see.
Recommend anything?
The Sazerac is always popular. Me, I'd go with the Ram Collins or the Stinger. If you feel like going off menu, I make a killer bare knuckle boxer.
Anything virgin?
None that I'd recommend.
Point taken. How's business?
A lot of VIPs. Even for this place. We have a prince, 2 heads of state, any number of celebrities. And no wonder they brought in all that extra security.
Can't be too careful. Did you notice the blonde bellhop who just passed through here?
There's a face you'd pick out in the lineup. Probably one of the pimps. He was asking for the directions to the backstage area.
Ha ha.
Chess fiend. I knew it.
I'd stay clear of him.
Just need a quiet word. Nothing dramatic.
Thanks, Broseph. All right.
Oh, there's Nash.
Delivery area secure.
Better stay out of sight.
No sign of 009. Moving on to the next checkpoint. Over.
Reminds me of the 1956 game between Fisher and Byrne.
Press badge could be really useful. Well, that's not great. Backstage. I got to get back there somehow. So, how to do it? Hey, what's up, Bob Bear?
I feel strange. I feel like absolute mince.
Shoot, that was dumb. I made a mistake there. I should have just gone when I had the chance. Okay, so let's try that again. Ah, darn it. That's so dumb.
I'm going to need some ID, sir. Staff or press?
Seems I left my press pass in my room.
I suggest you go and get it, sir. I can't let you through until you do.
My thoughts exactly. Be right back.
Right, I know where the press pass is. Do I not have enough to do the thing? All right, hang on. I'm going to get some more.
Bond, what you
God
playing?
damn it.
Why, nothing, Nash. You never saw me.
I'm not that guy.
Look, I thought I saw 009. I followed him inside.
You're supposed to call it in, not abandon your station. Command, Bond has left his post. I repeat, Bond has left his post.
Copy that, Nash. I'll handle it. Proceed.
Sorry, Bond. Protocol.
Stickler.
Damn it. I need to figure out a way to get rid of Nash, too, but...
I'm going to need some ID, sir. Staff or press?
Press. International Gourmet Quarterly.
Thank you, sir. Go right on through.
Turn on the vacuum cleaner. This is all the backstage area. Okay. Antique book written in Slovakian. One of the pages has been torn out.
Colleague, stay clear of the backstage area. This is the World Championships, for pity's sake. I need to focus.
Dreadfully sorry. Won't be a moment.
Ralph, what's the matter? Hey, you look like you've seen a ghost. Hello, Earth to Ralphie. Oh, look at you all riled up. What's going on?
A hell of a thing. This bellhop, he tore a page from that antique book over there. Shot me a look like, talk and you're dead. And legged it.
Christ, the nerve of something.
Why would the blonde man tear up
I'm
a
sure
book?
Bert was only trying to scare you, Ralphie.
Yeah, well, he bloody succeeded.
Nothing that a stiff drink won't fix. I'll fetch you a G&T.
Okay. Nice, I got a collectible. Not that I particularly care.
This bellhop. Did you see where he went?
Reception. He took off towards the reception.
Reception. Good man.
Next stop, reception.
Did you see that? She's playing too fast.
That's what she wants him to think.
Okay, I could really use some stuff to refill the chemicals. Anything? No. I had stuff upstairs and it was full, and now I've used it. Reception. Need to restock my chemical.
You know Mr. Prendergast, the author. His suitcase.
Hey, what's up, Optimist? It's going well. It's going well. We are doing a little bit of a infiltration deal.
Tell Mr. Vargas if you see him. Prendergast is down in reception demanding to see the manager.
Wouldn't want to keep Mr. Prendergast waiting.
That's his name, huh? Mr. Prendergast? Well. Okay.
Norman, are you listening to me? I said, well, I never.
What is it this time, Mother? Does some troglodyte wear a waistcoat with a cummerbund? Oh, the humanity.
No! That tall, blonde bellhop. Oh, never mind. You're oblivious as usual.
She's no happy customer.
Let's find out more.
Pardon me, Mom. Hotel administration. I couldn't help but overhear.
Good. I was about to file a complaint.
What happened?
This bellhop was bothering you.
Well, I called him 3 times and he just rushed past me. Ignored me completely.
Oh, disgraceful.
Disgraceful. When was this incident?
When was this incident?
Just a moment ago. Hurry up, you might catch him.
Did you happen to see where he went?
I'll tell you exactly where he went. Towards reception.
You've been most helpful, Mom. I'll take it from here.
You'd better. Honestly, so much for world.
World.
Got it from a collector over in Soho. Oh, couldn't believe my luck.
Let's see. Male, Caucasian, whitish blonde hair.
A lot of eavesdropping. All right, I need to.
Spoke with an accent. Must be a foreign national.
All algae absorb CO2.
Well, obviously. But
James, what are you
God
playing
damn it.
at?
Well, you wouldn't listen. I had to take matters into my own hands.
Damn it, James. Sometimes I think you want to fail. You know I have to report this. Now get out of here. We'll sort this when we get back.
So you get to save the world
Oh.
and buy yourself a second yacht.
Staff key will be helpful.
forget it.
Let's see. Male, Caucasian, whitish blonde hair, approximately 6'2".
Okay, what do we got?
Mr. Prendergast, but we simply do not have a bellhop of that description.
Ridiculous. And who made off with my bag then? I demand to see the manager.
He is on his way, Mr. Prendergast. I'm sure it's all a misunderstanding.
Wonder.
Better be.
Wonder if I can convince him that I'm the manager.
be here?
Just leaving.
There we are.
Can I be of assistance, sir?
Did someone rob that gentleman?
A misunderstanding with one of our temps, that's all.
Bellhop, tall, white blonde hair.
My, he is certainly popular today. Did these men bother you, sir?
Thought I recognized him from somewhere. Have you seen him?
Afraid not. And after today, I doubt he'll be coming back.
Thanks. Busy day?
Fully booked as always. We're not the region's favorite romantic getaway for nothing.
No, I can see why. You into chess?
I'm more of a snooker girl. Say, there is a quaint little bar nearby with a 9-feet mahogany table. I get off at 10 in case you feel like losing some money.
Ah, duty calls, I'm afraid. Some other time. Appreciate the help.
Anytime.
He gets involved in these things before. Right. Hi.
Mr. Prendergast, I am told you have some missing baggage.
Stolen is more likely.
Any idea where he went?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you people. I spotted him just before, going through the door marked laundry.
Laundry. That's very helpful. What is your business at the hotel?
A bit of workation. I'm researching my next novel.
Aha.
AI-themed techno thriller taking place in the world of international chess.
Sounds like a page-turner. And what was in the suitcase?
Uncut diamonds. What do you think was in it, man? My clothes and toiletries.
Had to ask. Right, that's all I need. My office will be in touch.
Yeah.
Please have a drink on the house.
Oh, believe me, I shall.
Well, the blonde man is no bellhop, that's for sure. Time to do the laundry.
Who keeps texting?
It's Ezra. His uni interview is in 2 weeks, and poor boy is just up the walls. Honestly, I am too. It doesn't bear thinking about. His entire future decided in the span of 2 hours, maybe less.
Well, there are other universities.
Sure, Archie. And there are other inhabitable planets out there.
Never seen the hotel so busy before. Excuse me, this isn't your room.
Excuse me? Health Inspector. We've received warning that the last shipment of mushrooms are hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
Damn. Anything I can do?
Yes, no, if you see any weird stuff, just ignore it. Probably isn't real.
I know. Hosting the championship was a great publicity move.
From what I hear, the owner almost bankrupted himself on the renovations. We need the extra bookings.
Oh. Thought this was the laundry. Okay.
On holiday. Lucian's in recovery. We're just down to the wire today.
When it rains, it pours.
Piotr, one of the bellhops, is a no-show. Didn't even call in sick. He's so fired.
At least the temp agency is fast. They sent a replacement.
This is the default. And I don't know if you can change it.
Right.
But
I just ran into him in the laundry. Easy on the eyes. Strange accent, though.
+2.
That's your icebreaker. You'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Stop.
Okay. Cellar key. I have the staff key. Shoot.
That will do it.
All right, well, that's nice, but that didn't actually help. I need to get to the laundry. I can probably go down from up top, or I can try to get the cellar key, which could be just sitting in one of the drawers like the staff key was, but... Ah, staff key. Staff key. Oh. How do I get to the laundry? Need a cellar key. Well, maybe I have to go around like go down here, go around.
What is that? Let's check that. What have we got here? What's... I guess it's okay now. Ah, what on earth?
Okay. That didn't do anything.
No good. I need to get back.
Have to find another staff key somehow. That's staff only.
I just overheard one of the guests talking on the phone. He seemed to think Grandmaster Nivik is cheating. Can you believe it? A Grandmaster?
Why not? Everybody cheats.
To increase security in the events, we'll be changing the codes on a daily basis. Codes are stored in the manager's office behind reception.
That's what Nivik will say.
Back to reception. Okay. There's reception. Manager's office behind reception. Do not want to be caught by Kingsley. Here's another staff only. Okay. Seems like not often present. Discarded bellhop hat. Could have been ditched by the blonde man. Could have been. God damn it, the cellar key again. Is there another way to get down to the cellar?
Did you see the grand trophy? Did you see the grand trophy? It's made entirely of diamonds.
The Eisenheim piece, yeah. It has been passed from Grandmaster to Grandmaster since 1918. My nephew works for the insurance company.
What's a thing like that worth?
Oh, about what you and I make in 68 years.
Thought it'd be more, actually.
Did I say years? I meant lifetimes. Someone tried to steal it from the Golden Key a few years back. That's what the extra security...
I was hoping for a tour of the wine cellar. It's one of the finest collections in Europe.
Which would be why...
Looks like I'm okay to be there.
Today's event. Why tempt fate, eh?
I suppose.
Chinab, I read somewhere that the cellar had a secret passage. In case you're, you know, feeling adventurous.
Well,
On the
in that
radio.
case, let me fetch my
Strange old
fedora and
key.
bullwhip.
Any idea what it's for?
Oh, wait. I know.
Okay.
It's the key to the old cellar stairs.
Yes.
Leads down to the laundry room.
Mystery solved.
I'll keep a hold of it. I need to bug the janitor about putting up a keypad lock. Anyway.
All right. See you around.
Not sure. We should have had all the older locks replaced.
Pantry, maybe? Or one of the garden sheds?
I don't think so. Could be one of the display cases.
Pickpocket, not distracted. All right, so I got to get that guy. Okay, that's restricted. I need to get this guy. How do I get him? I mean, I could just... All right.
Ouch.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you for your service, sir. All right, now we got a cellar key. And now we can get down to where we need to go, if all goes well. Yeah, this is the place. Okay. Cellar key time.
Elena, don't be such an old maid.
I'm serious.
That guy had prison tattoos on his neck. Most of the laundry workers are ex-cons. So what? They're sweethearts once you get to know them.
Yeah. I'm not going down there without an entourage.
Fine. I'll take the laundry duty.
Oh, talk about the
Seriously,
bellhop.
you got the wrong idea. They barely even fight. Barely? It's the head chef you got to worry about. Talk about living, breathing stereotype.
I really could use more of that chemical stuff just in case. Been using that more than I've been using the batteries. Let's see. That's a door down. Okay. Down here, I assume, is where we're going to have some issues.
$5K. Half now, half later.
Uh-huh.
Make sure no one follows. You got it, friend.
Who was that guy? That, Stefan, was your fairy godmother. Get this. He just slipped us 5,000 euros to stop a guy from following him.
A bellhop makes that kind of dough. I'm in that wrong line of business.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that guy is no bellhop.
So what are we looking for?
You know, with all that money in my face, I forgot to pay attention. Listen up! We have a special request. Anyone comes snooping around down here without a damn good reason, you give him the old VIP treatment. Full body makeover. No refunds. Good, right? And it's payday.
According to Hellates, the fund will break the debt cycle. Many poor nations find themselves
I think maybe I did that wrong.
dealing with Western governments and pan-national bodies.
International heads of state have issued a joint communique committing their nations to taking steps to curb the rise in illegal arms trafficking around the globe. Presenting the communique to the press, the French president said trade in the instruments of death, torture, and oppression.
Better go and have a look. Damn it, something's burning.
Looks like one of the limo drivers left his hat behind.
Those guys. You not those new kitchen uniforms yet? The head chef they get so good at poker anyway.
Your clientele. I bet it's been a long time in the casino.
Chauffeur hat.
And it's the rumored location of a fortified marketplace where illegal arms and so-called dark states are...
What the?
Go check it out, but be careful.
Technology stocks have seen the biggest losses, but some believe will shortly see the highest gain.
The World Chess Championship...
What?
Okay. That worked out. Situation contained. Get through the laundry. It's air conditioning overload.
Huh? Did you do something to them? I'm gonna smack!
Nobody here but us kitchens.
Slippery bastard. A worn bellhop outfit, size XL.
Must be the one, man.
206. Could be a passcode, an address, or a room number.
206, eh? $206. Change disguise, but into what? It's actually Hitman. We're after Agent 42 or whatever the hell his name is. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to run downstairs very quickly. I shall be back in a minute. And then we will continue with the laundry investigation. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Let's get back to it. All right, so still working at 206. There's a way to get around in, like, the vents or something. I thought I was moving in the right direction to get here. There we go. I was. Just had to kick the damn thing open. Aha.
Cressida, I'm back at my post.
Really?
Really. I'm in full view of the car park.
Good. Let's keep it that way. Stay vigilant.
You're the boss.
full view of the car park. Okay. Whoops.
Must have taken the scenic route.
Hello? See? No one's in here. Silent alarm didn't trigger itself. Check the windows.
I'll be damned.
Hey, Laszlo. Look at that. Yeah, I see it. Maybe the wind caught it. Or somebody is in here. Watch your back, fellas. Stay calm. They'll be unarmed. Nothing gets past the scanners. We'll do a round and call it in. If anything's stolen, insurance will handle it. Works for me. Whoever it was, they are long gone. Or never here in the first place. I'll notify Chief Kovac. Chief, reporting an incident in the study room. Property damage. Possible B&E. Chief? Must be busy. Let's get out of here. We can file a report later. Are you volunteering, Laszlo? Let Milos do it. He's good with words. Hey, stop being nice to me.
I don't know whether I'm not sure here whether I'm supposed to. Can I get over here? Or maybe I can. I'm a little surprised. I thought I'd be able to get back there. So that's obviously the only way I'm supposed to be doing this is through here. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work.
Okay. That could have turned ugly.
Okay.
I need your help.
Took you long enough.
The blonde man. He's changed his disguise. I knew he was...
Save scum. I was worried about that, but it worked out.
How'd you know he's not a thief?
He doesn't move like a thief. He moves like a soldier. I'm telling you, something's not right.
Look, I might have seen a bloke who fit the bill. Tall, blonde. Only he was in a suit. Went by the name of Locke.
Where was this?
Okay, I'll be
Over
right
at
there.
reception a little while ago. He was heading upstairs.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, you didn't hear it from me.
Okay. So once again, searching the hotel. Okay. My daughter is, just before heading to bed, has asked me to come tuck her in, which is cute. So I'm going to go do that, and then I will come back up. Sorry for the second break in as many minutes almost. And then when we get back, we're going to go check out 206. It's either that door code or it's room 206. But either one might be useful to be able to get through and see this dude. So far, so good. We're hanging in there. And we've gotten, I think we're still full up on battery. The chemical stuff, we probably have to do more with that. But we will see. So I'll be right back. All right. That should be last break, I suspect, until we finish.
Chief, Kovac, do you copy? Strange. It's never.
Okay. Searching the hotel.
Chief, it's Christoph. Come in, Chief. Strange. He's
I
never.
just overheard a pair of guests complaining about loud
Nadia, have
thumps
you
and
seen Chief
noises
Kovac around?
coming from
He's
one
not
of the
answering his
second
call.
floor suites.
He went up to room
Room
206
206.
with that gentleman
What do we
from
think?
the
Saying
insurance
who stays in
company.
206?
Blonde fella.
You
Mr.
want
Locke,
me to check up on him?
VIP from Rhinestone Insurance. He's working
They're
with the
probably
hotel's
going
chief of
over
security.
I highly doubt that 009
That
has
chest
spent his
trophy's
exile
worth
selling
a fortune.
insurances.
Room 206.
I'd say it's none of our business.
That has to
Copy
be
that.
it.
It's the dining room. Where is... Okay. Great. Wonderful. Amazing how much a chauffeur outfit will get you into different places.
Room 206. Second floor.
Whoops. .206, second floor.
Take it easy,
Mhm.
okay?
Sorry. Whoa. Hello. Double do we get up to the second floor? I thought I went past 206. Maybe I didn't though. Can I get around and up? Stair. Ah. Right behind me.
Look, if you're so worried about Ezra's interview, can't you, grease the wheels a little? Donate a wing? Or at least some new outfits for the rowing team? God knows they need them. I mean, hello, the naughty's called. They want their neo-preppy look back.
What if I could? But in these times, everything's so transparent now. The last thing we need is another shitstorm. As if Tim's Moscow ties weren't bad enough. No, Ezra will have to play the meritocratic game, just like everyone else, I'm afraid.
Well, I feel for him. The competition is tough. I was king of the world at Seven Oaks, but going to uni was a wake-up call. Suddenly, I was up against the best of the best.
Not to mention the best of the worst.
I love all these little conversations that happen in between here. It's very, very cool. Can I not get past here? Okay. That's
I've got to
room.
find a way to fool this lad.
You're not coming this way, buddy.
No problem. Need a way to convince him.
How do I convince him? Can I go around? Anything? 205 key card. Door leading to the staff entrance. Blocked by a chair. Nice. Got a pillow mint. And I needed that too. Good. This is a little productive addition. What? Okay. Oops. Right. Where's our guy?
Welcome. Go right in.
Oh. Now that I see the 205.
Not my smoothest, but I'll take it.
Should be able to get into 206 from 205, right? Lurid message, scribble it backward, complete with lipstick, Max. Sweet 205 in 5 minutes. Husband is watching the game. Contessa DH.
Bad form, Contessa. Bad form. Why, hello.
What are you doing in my room?
Pardon me, Mom. Didn't think anyone was in. I'm with management. One of our guests lost his pet anaconda. We're going floor by floor.
Well, it's not down here.
I'll take your word for it.
Go on then. Shut the door on your way out.
Right.
I was sorry, I couldn't find my anaconda. Your anaconda. I mean, our anaconda. All right, now what? How do I get to 206? Really? All right. I was hoping it'd be a... Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, they close on their own. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
How's Lucian doing? The post-op recovery should last a few more weeks.
Someone broke the lock to room 206. Key cards don't work anymore.
Guess he got lucky. A fall like that?
Maybe that'll teach him not to horse around on a second floor ledge after a night of drinking.
Chief Kovac had a mind to ban after-hours activities altogether. Please. He likes a drink as much as the next guy.
You're exaggerating. You don't always do my thing.
Oh? Last year?
If I go around here...
The year before that? Monaco Grand Prix? Should I keep going, Malcolm?
Barcelona 2021. Your thing.
My aunt's funeral.
Yes, well, we did Sagrada Familia and everything.
Oh my god! Why do I... You know what? I don't need this. I'm out.
She'll come.
No. I don't. No, sir, I don't like it. Oh, I may have to like it, though. Access room 206, which is over there, right? This is interesting. Well, let me get over to that thing. Could bluff it, I guess.
There has clearly been a misunderstanding.
That's what I thought. I'll teach you a lesson, you pervert.
That escalated quickly.
Whoops. Well, when you can't, you know. It wasn't quite what I... When you absolutely, positively need to finish something quickly. Beautiful view. Okay. Is this 206? Yeah, it is.
Now, what happened here? Monroe?
Aye, Detective.
I'm in 206. It's a mess. Stay on the line. I'll have a look around.
This should be good.
What we got going on here?
I found a keycard holder, minus the keycard.
Could mean anything, mate. Don't jump to conclusions.
Security protocol for the hotel. Someone got into a fight with him. Today's copy of the Bratislava Weekly with the hotel stamp. The leading story appears to be about the mysterious death of a famous climate scientist in Orlando, Florida.
I found the chief of security's wallet. It's full of cash. Doesn't look like a robbery.
He might have dropped it.
In the fireplace? Monroe, this isn't some party that got out of hand. These are signs of a struggle. And someone put up one hell of a fight.
If that's the case, where's the body?
Good question.
Okay, so someone took out the head of security knowing he would need to.
Good fit for a body.
No. Empty room service tray. According to the receipt, the alleged Mr. Locke ordered Corellian pie, a traditional Finnish pastry filled with rice porridge.
Found a wool suit, size XL. This guy changed his disguise again.
Or he changed his outfit. Small word, big difference.
Monroe, this is serious. The blonde man did something to the chief of security, I'm sure of it.
Okay. So why? And how is this connected to 009?
Maybe he is 009.
Yet. Call you back.
Better be ready. This could be very well the guy.
Housekeeping.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
Jet lag.
A chef? How does he manage to change clothes so fast?
Anyone else feel that? Sing, talk to me.
I'm picking up some chatter about a power surge in the electrical room. It crashed the security system, but there doesn't appear to be any permanent damage. Nothing to indicate foul play.
Copy that, Sing. Keep an eye on it. Everyone else, step up your search.
Monroe, listen to me. The blonde man, the missing security chief, the power surge, 009. Somehow it's all connected.
Look, say you're right. What's his game?
I don't know, but Greenway said 009 is a master manipulator. If he knew what we know, he'd pull the plug for sure.
Okay. I'll look into it. Where are you now?
Back in the blonde man's trail.
Where's this fire?
He won't slip away this time.
Someone reported the sound of glass breaking in the study room. Pavel, Laszlo, and Milos went to check it out. Oh, it's still some moldy old books. People who read?
Yeah, well, I hope it's a dud. A crime scene's the last thing we need.
Okay. There are the stairs. That's what I was looking for. This is very cool, by the way. Hey, what's up, Tim Coolish? Really, really awesome intrigue. Exactly what I was hoping for.
Anyway, it's lucky that the emergency generators kicked in, or we still be out of power.
Security
How you doing, Tim?
system Still offline though. I'd call that a red flag. According to the logs, someone went inside shortly before the power surge.
Must be the security chief. He's the only one with authorization.
Our security chief's keycard was missing. This is starting to add up.
What's the worst of
That's him. Now what's in those crates?
Yep.
It's force majeure. It's not like anyone knew.
Nope.
skank meat at dinner.
Asshole.
You really do know everybody. You ought to be with MI6. Maybe I am.
Says he wants to spend a year skiing in Switzerland. Figure out who he wants to.
Okay.
You must have gone down this way.
I don't know what happened. I was on a shift at the delivery gate and suddenly, bam! Cold sweat, stomach cramp.
How you doing, Tim?
Barely made it back to the toilet.
Thanks for that. Yeah, see, this is why I never touch the shrimp buffet. You want me to call you a replacement?
I'm good, thanks. This new guy, big, tall fella with a white blonde hair, he took over for me. Haven't seen him before. Must be one.
This is why you don't. This is why you have to be careful about temps, man.
If you need a bucket or anything.
There. Gotta hurry.
Bond, your hunch was right. I found your missing security chief stuffed inside a laundry cart in the basement.
I knew it. Monroe, the blonde man smuggled something in on a truck while the security scanners were down. Something heavy.
Oh, this is bad. I'll inform Cressida. Don't let this guy out of your sight.
Okay. I can't just vault these tables. I am indeed having fun.
Oh, he was just here. Went into the staff area. Didn't see him. Why? Nothing. I could have sworn I saw a bellhop who looked just like him. Maybe he's doing the...
You again.
That's right. The maid is picking a lock. Now you've seen everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was close.
Don't get used to
it. James, whatever you think you're doing, stop. You're in over your head.
Yeah, tell me about it.
This is insubordination. Get back to your...
Knew it. There was something in those crates. Hey! Blocked.
Gotta run.
Stairs.
Gotta get this open.
Missed him again.
Dude's fast.
This is amazing. Don't think I've tried it before. Is it your own concoction?
I can't take credit, I'm afraid. The hotel owner has a huge collection of mixology books. His pride and joy. He's got all sorts of antique books on it.
Excuse you?
Did you know the wine cellar used to be
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me.
Impossible. A secret passage. Of course.
Okay.
Empty.
Serving trolley. I'm one step behind this guy all the time. In fairness, I am going to be a legend, but I'm not a legend yet. And this guy is like experienced, you know.
6 dials. Take more than blind luck.
Wait, what? Okay,
Thought I was
so
onto something there.
Griffin, snake. Okay,
That's
Griffin,
not it.
snake, fish. Okay, Griffin.
Oh, come on.
Snake, lobster. Okay,
Thought I was onto
Griffin,
something there.
snake, deer.
Nothing to it.
Convenient.
Monroe, status.
Wine cellar. I have eyes on the suspect. He's unpacking something.
Cressida?
I tried. She wouldn't listen.
Engage. Break cover if you need to.
I don't know about this.
Damn it, Monroe, there's no time to wait for permission. We need to act now.
This is the last time I'm saving your ass.
Saving my ass.
Eyes on target. 009 just entered reception, heading straight for the Grand Hall. The blighter's not even in disguise.
Wait, what?
I see him. Everyone reposition. Cover the exits. Monroe, what's your status? Monroe, copy.
He's busy.
Shit.
Cressida, you need to call it off. Something bad's about to happen.
James, what have you done? Where's Monroe?
Almost there.
Monroe? Monroe, acknowledge. Lennox.
Took him out. God damn it.
Hang on, mate. No, breathe. Okay. Breathe. Monroe.
I knew this guy was done. Wow. Knew he was done for. Wow.
Cressida, it's Monroe.
Oh, shit.
Stay down.
Well, well. What? I blocked that. What? I blocked that. I blocked all of those. Man. He took out our boy Monroe. I do wish the load times were a little faster.
I promise.
Got him. Jesus. A bomb? What? Triplets? Triplets, that's how they did it. Shit. Wow. So I was not picturing that. Triplets. Damn. No wonder. That's how they did it. He changed so fast because there were 3 of them to begin with. The funny thing is that I have a pistol, and if they were just like license to kill. But of course, then I don't really learn anything either. God damn it. Can't see. Shit, I can't see. Dude. I can't freaking see. Come on. The frick. Can't see. I got to get out of this place so I can actually get to them. I can't freaking see the counter. I blocked that. I blocked that too. Bullshit. I blocked all of that. I blocked all of it. I blocked that. I blocked all of that. I literally was not hit by a single one of those. Every one of those I blocked.
How many of you there are?
Bullshit. I really wish I could run away from them so I can get some clearance, because having two of them in either side of this tiny little narrow area is not fun. Come on, man.
How many of you there are?
God damn it. Oh. Oh, shit. What?
Calm down. Focus.
Okay.
Where's the off switch?
This one must be stronger.
Useless. Not this. Come on, which one? Who it is? Shit. Not to the wire.
Again, 007, it stopped at.
All the time in the world.
Jesus! What? I expect you to die. Trophy earned. Guess who's gonna get in trouble for this? Ali.
A second device.
Cressida?
Second device. They set 2 bombs.
Move.
James, I can't feel my...
On? Which way did he go? I blacked out for a second and the son of a bitch was gone. 009. Of course, it was a bloody suicide mission. He used himself as bait to get to me and that... There! That's him! Bond, go! I'll take care of her. Don't let him get away.
I paid the price, James.
Great. License to kill.
Stop! Get back here! Bloody hell!
Car. Oh, the mystery one. Where the hell are you?
Hold on.
Just who the hell are you?
Not now. Eyes on the road. Look out.
I got it.
Oh boy. Damn it. I know that. Alright.
That's the car.
It's got too much of a head start. You need to cut some corners.
Careful what you wish for.
Cutting corners. Okay. This car is not going to hold up much longer.
Ambulances, watch it.
Okay. Jeez. Okay. I noticed.
Left, go left.
Left? Okay.
Brace!
Down.
There he is.
Oh, Jesus. Woo! Okay. Okay.
Clear the road! Hold tight.
Knew that was what I had to do. Hell yeah. I knew it.
Now we're talking.
Okay. Okay. Gran Turismo skills prepared me.
Right. Who are you really?
Agent Charlotte Ross. I'm with the DGAC. That's
French intelligence. James Bond. MI6.
Guess I figured as much.
What's your interest in 009?
Becker didn't spend his fugitive years on a golf course. That's what you think. DGAC has been hunting him for a long time. This is the closest we've ever gotten, and I'm not letting him slip through my fingers now.
Sounds like we have a conflict of interest.
How about we burn that bridge when we get to it?
Fine by me.
Okay.
There. Pull over.
Car looks like hell.
Plenty of his friends, though. I'm not loving the odds.
I've had worse.
Well, in that case, get down there, draw their fire. I'll flank them. We need to keep that plane on the ground.
Well, what are we waiting for?
There's that English sang-froid. Bonne chance, James.
Prepare for liftoff, now!
You reward.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Damn it. The controller glows red when you get to when your mission has failed. Oh. Hi. Goodbye. Ow. No, you won't.
Get down! Get down! Stop! Move them out!
Okay.
Come on!
Bye-bye. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Got a 12 gauge going on. Oh, shit.
Can't stay here. Plane's leaving.
Down there! Dug in good! Target acquired!
Shit. How do I switch guns? I gotta figure out how to switch guns. I should be able to switch guns without having to pick up a new one, right? At least I thought so. All of a sudden it's Uncharted. Come on, bro.
Throwing grenade! Man down! I'm wounded!
Shit.
Press in! I'm hit! Not moving. Push in. Right out! He's butchering us! Push in! Throwing frag grenade! He's cornered. Move in!
God damn it. I did that so much better the first time.
Down there! Get your eyes on it! Keep pressuring! He's keeping his vantage point! Target is not dead! Press on!
Damn with the frags.
Get in the open. It's looking for cover. I'm hit. Grenade out. Horses out. Took a bullet.
Hello?
More glory for me, I guess. No visual on target.
What? It's terrible. Damn. Okay, so I can't go up there. There's no cover up there at all. I want to get it from an elevated position because trying to deal with them down below is not going to be great. Like, I've seen The Rock. Fighting people from an elevated position, from when they're in an elevated position, is not what you want.
Below us. That's him. Open up.
Damn it. What the frick?
He's opening my sight. He's in my sights. Reloading. Grenade away. I've got a bead on it.
Shit.
Push him out.
He's freaking shooting at me. Oh, bro.
Can't stay here. Plane's leaving.
Kaboom.
We lost him.
Oh, god damn it. F, man. This is freaking rough. It's fun, but it's rough. Oh, you're gonna start me back there?
Got me! Throwing frag grenade! He's not moving. Drive him out. Stay clear! Over there! Got him! Come on! range. He's in my... He's repositioning. Got him. Don't let up. He's bleeding. Keep pressing.
Asshole. Ah! What's up, Isterma? Jesus, this section is hard. I don't... I really wish it were easier to swap guns than it is. Frickin' stop throwing grenades.
Push forward. Hurry. Only me left. I'll take those.
Heard something about taking odds. Oh, I see how to switch it. Okay.
Can't stay here. Plane's leaving.
Okay. Okay. Not great.
Force him out into the open. There he is, at my location.
Got him. Shit. No! Jesus! God damn it, dude. F. To a freaking checkpoint.
Throwing frag grenades.
Oh shit.
Not moving. Push him out. Targets go for the kill. Reloading. Somebody's hit. It's down to me. Oi, get back in. Now.
Okay.
Can't stay here. Plane's leaving.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
Duck in! Force him out!
Okay.
I get all the glory for myself. Fire! Locate. I'm hurt! He's reloading! For the kill. Okay, I'm the last one left. Hose! Grab the hose!
The hose? Okay. Seems bad.
Oh no, you don't! Not without me!
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Talk about winging it. Not bad, James. Not bad at all.
I hope I got his gun.
Okay. 009. You're next.
Package secure? Snug in the front. Did you kill the transponder?
No such thing as smog. The next radar station is 23 minutes out. I want to track it.
I need time to disappear then. Not bad for a plan B.
Plane's flying dark. It's all up to me. Think. Need a way to force it down.
How about we override the flight
Get access
controls?
to the flight control system. Let's make some turbulence.
Bentley's blocking!
Oh god, where are we? Okay. Seems really bad. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh, what? 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 Get a parachute? Get a parachute? Oh, there's the music. Well, well, well. Skyfall. Sweet. That was badass. Of course, a lot's gone to hell, including this.
James, the service is over.
Sorry to intrude.
I'm Sir Nicholas Webb, AI pioneer, national security advisor, and CEO of Webb Industries.
I was going to say, I'm sorry for your loss. Secretary Bright informed me of what happened. I'm sure you did all you could.
So much for the Secret Service.
As the creator of Thea, I'm privy to certain information.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that you're not a
I
problem.
know all about your exploits in Iceland. Most impressive. Why did you do it? If I may ask. Risk your life on a 1,000,000 to 1 chance?
I couldn't do nothing.
Yes, I know the feeling. People really are capable of the most extraordinary things. I spend so much time around machines, I sometimes forget. No rest for the wicked. You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
This guy's 100% the bad guy.
Going private sector already?
You tell me.
Come on. M wants us back at MI6.
That was awesome, that whole section.
Yes? Yes, sir. Take a seat.
Yet another seat I have to
Hold
take.
all calls to my direct line. These are the facts. 009 is acting on some archaic vendetta against MI6. His actions have brought us to our knees, and we are in the midst of a full-blown diplomatic crisis. This is exactly the kind of cock-up that Foreign Secretary Bright has been waiting for to shut the program down. However, it's not all bad. Thanks to Bond's quick thinking and your eye for detail, Greenway, Thea's managed to pin down 009's whereabouts. I'm sending you to Mauritania to bring him back any way you see fit.
I have a few ideas.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready. I am perfectly capable of handling this.
You open that for me. Right. Greenway will take point. Bond, you will do as you're told. This is our one shot at calming things down, and I need you two to work together. Am I being clear?
Perfectly, Mom.
Bond, you go and see Q for your gear and Moneypenny for your briefing. You're dismissed.
Happy to help.
This insufferable and immature behavior I'm talking about, and this will not.
Don't you have somewhere you need to be, Bond?
Right. I do.
chapter was awesome, by the way. And
You're
you
on
heard
your way downstairs, I believe.
first. I was just going to look over the just double checking, seeing what you're doing. Okay, the they, as I've been talking about all before, they have deployed the music only in the right moments. So we got a little bit of the full da 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 da, like as he's doing the whole, looking for a parachute thing.
Did you go over my brief for the Foreign Secretary on the Saudi claim?
I did. Good. Right. Bad idea.
I did. I think you're spot on. I'm not sure this will end well.
And if it doesn't, what do you think's on the table for her? Early retirement? Or a desk in the basement?
I'm pretty sure they're asking themselves the very same question.
She'll never take that.
If she walks, does that mean her parking spot is up for grabs? I wonder how that works.
Hey, what's up, Big Boss? Elrond, Arvin Elrond. You missed a heck of a chapter, Big Boss. It's pretty cool. QLab. This is exactly what I was hoping for. This is basically a sequel to Alpha Protocol. I know it's not actually a sequel, but it's the first time I've played a spy game since then that feels like I'm doing the same kind of thing. And with the Bond pedigree
Gotta have
to boot.
something efficient for me, Q.
So one more round of prototyping on the pen, quick as you can.
We'll get right on it.
Ah, Bond. Good to see you. Walk with me.
I missed you at the service.
Yes, I kept to the back. Never did like funerals. All that black. Hell of a thing, what happened. I'm so sorry you must carry it with you.
It'll be okay.
You were a fine lot. I know you'll make them proud. Now, let's get you field ready.
Okay.
Sounds good. I lost my watch.
I forgive you. Just this once.
Identity verified. I'll come back.
What's in there?
We do thorough stress and durability tests on all field equipment before it is cleared for mission use. Most happen in this room, hence the extra security layer. Quite clever what you did back on the plane. How did you know the watch had a tracker?
That's the 21st century, Q. My toaster has a tracker.
Fair point. And I assume you've worked out how to switch it off as well.
Time will tell.
I thought as much. Oh, and Bond, one more thing. Your new earpiece. Bone conductive microphone. You attach it directly to the skin, ultra thin, virtually undetectable.
Okay. I'd like to hear that.
Before you go, there are some new items of field equipment you might be interested in. Follow me. There are a couple of new pieces that are going through final testing ahead of field certification. I thought you might like to give them the once-over. Ah, Bridget, here you are. Ahead of his next excursion, I thought we might show Bond our latest creation.
Okay, what do you got?
The laser strap and flash mine have just passed final certification.
Excellent. Bond, come and take a look.
The laser strap?
The laser strap has a multitude of uses, from blinding an enemy to disrupting complex electronics. Not quite a death ray, but we're getting there. Give it a try.
Okay.
Nicely done. It can also do that bit, Bond. Perfect for when you don't want to attract unwanted attention.
Okay.
Take anything that gets me closer to 009.
We aim to please. But that's not all. Over here we have the flash mine.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm just going to pick up a bunch more stuff. I wonder what happens if you try to use this against, Q or any of these people, if they even let you.
The flash mine uses molecular bonding to adhere to any surface and operates on a proximity trigger.
Looks exactly
Just
like
the
my
thing if you need
earbuds.
to cover your escape or leave someone a nasty surprise. Give it a try. Very good. Now throw it at the static target and you'll see the proximity trigger in action. Try it. You've got the hang of them. I
Okay.
must say, you are a remarkably fast kinesthetic learner.
No time to waste, Q. I have somewhere to be.
Of course, you should be on your way. Bridget will complete your mission prep. You can pick up your service pistol from Waters at the shooting range.
Okay. Thanks, Q.
Bond, here we have the dart phone, smoke pods, flash mine, and laser strap. Your maximum loadout is 2, in addition to your new watch. According to Thea, you should expect hostile terrain with a relative humidity below 25%, and to encounter organized and motivated opposition.
Typical.
Motivated? Oh, I'll show them motivated.
Okay. So, dart phone, which was using really well, shockwave camera, smoke pod, laser strap. All right, so definitely laser strap. Okay. And then there's the flash mine. I use this dart phone a lot. I don't know whether I'm going to get as much use out of it here. Whoops. Laser strap, dart phone. Okay.
I think that'll do.
Okay.
You're welcome, Bond. Bring everything back in one piece, if you can.
Sure, I'll get right on that.
Nine knows Greenway, he knows MI6, but he doesn't know you, Bond. That's your advantage. Use it.
I intend to.
There we go. There's some cool stuff if you just wander around the lab, honestly.
Bond, I was hoping you'd stop by. My deepest condolences. Such a terrible loss. They were all so promising, and what I meant to say is... Ah, damn it. Sorry, I'm no good at this.
That makes 2 of us. All right, let's get to it.
This is gonna blow your mind.
What is this? Then why assassin shaped? Exactly, Big Red. How you been, Big Red? That last chapter was awesome.
Okay, welcome to my dream factory. Before you start, you must load up a simulation using the TACSIM console. We've just added some exciting new challenges to the portfolio. Go on, see what strikes your fancy. The TACSIM console contains our library of available sims. There are several types of missions available to you. An escalation is a tactical trial where each successful playthrough unlocks a new tier of difficulty. An operation tests your lateral thinking, requiring you to use your tools creatively to solve any number of challenges. Completing simulations yields intel and XP, which increases your clearance level, giving you access to new gadgets, weapons, and outfits. Who said training had to be a chore?
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. No, I don't. This is cool, but I want to play the story. Sorry, goodbye. How do I get out of here? I don't want to do this. I would like to leave. I want to play the story. I do not want to do this. I didn't realize that's what was going on. How do I... How do I leave? Those are the different postcards and things I found. You're just editing all night, editing all morning? Really? You got a big editing project, or? I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do this. Complete story to unlock. Great. I don't want to do this. Don't want to do this. I want to leave. I want to leave, want to leave. I don't want to do this, want to do the story. I screwed up. A giant 2-hour video. You're in trouble. Documentary in the Marauder IOC. 6 weeks ago. Holy cow. Are you feeling close to finishing it, though? I literally have to look this up. I don't want to do this. Can I leave? No, I don't want to do this. All right, fine, whatever. Okay, actually, I do this all the time. Hey, what's up, Dragon Spear? I don't...
Right, let's get you tooled up. Come with me.
No, I don't want to do this.
Up ahead is the simulation
I
platform.
want to leave and go back and do the story, which is awesome. I don't want to do your tax sim
The
nonsense.
system taps into your Q lens and projects a virtual space directly into your field of vision. No clumsy goggles necessary.
Just in the last leg, so crunch time.
The platform turns in all directions, ensuring you remain in the center at all times.
360 treadmill. Nice. And the menswear?
As always, the devil's in the detail. We find the experience is more immersive when you dress the part.
Something tells me Q was behind this.
However, did you guess? Now, pick your outfit from the wardrobe, your weapon from the firearms console, and your gadgets from the cart. When you're ready, simply step onto the platform to begin the simulation.
Ah, Recruit Bond. Check out the latest styles. Whatever you fancy.
Whatever you fancy, except you can't get to any of it because it's all locked.
Good fit. Bad attitude. I like it.
All right. I guess I have to go through this once, so I will.
Bond, welcome. We have a broad range of gadgets and firearms available. Help yourself.
Okay, gadget cart. It's audio editing, and I finished that last week. So this is going to be pretty epic, it sounds like. No, I don't have access to anything. Great. That's great. That's great. And that's all I have, too. Tremendous. Okay. Yes, this is all. I get it. That's cool, but. All right, I guess I have to do one tax sim thing and then.
Here goes nothing.
Okay. 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 Okay, mission completed. Great. I'm glad. I know Kung Fu. Okay. Return to MI6. Yay! All right. I did as much as I needed to do. That was cool. That's it. Complete. I may do more of that at some point, but I'm having too much fun with the story. I don't want to... Hang on, stop. Wait. Why am I back at MI6?
Back so soon?
Just can't keep away.
What is this?
Code Vermilion. Oh, good shout.
No. How do I get... I don't want to be here anymore. How do I leave? Okay, I'm officially going to look it up. Yeah, it's a training mission, I know, but I don't want to be here. I talked to her. I want to go back to the story. I don't want to do this. I did training, great. Now I never want to do it again. I want to go back to the story. 007, First Light. How do I get out of the Taksim? Have to go back to the main menu and then return to story mode because it's a separate mode. What? That's not... Okay. That's really random. Okay. Really random, but okay, whatever. I can assure you the rest of the MI6 doesn't want to be there either. Okay. Thank God for that. Now, collect service pistol. That was really weird. There just needs to be a way to get out of it from the actual menu without...
It sounded like a nightmare.
Of course, the .32 caliber doesn't have the stopping power of a 9mm. You don't always need to blow someone's head clean off.
Waters, you have a package for me.
Right, you are. One MI6 standard issue service pistol. No need to sign.
Oh, I have to get the batteries and stuff too.
The range is there whenever you need it. Blow off steam, get your eye in, whatever.
Okay. I'm going to go to operations in a minute, but first we have to pick up some batteries. And other stuff. Like that.
All I'm saying is there was no need to risk that many bodies on the ground. Half a dozen drones tasked for surveillance and countermeasures would have caught the killers in the car park.
From what I hear, it was all down to Greenway wanting to prove his new double O's in the field.
They weren't even double O's. They were trainees.
That's very interesting, Gerald. Maybe an asynchronous rotor timing would improve maneuverability?
What? I didn't say anything about... Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Bond, James Bond. And I can assure you that these trainees were the only reason that you have any lead on 009 at all. And anyway, all I'm doing is picking up batteries here. There we go.
I mean, who bombs a chess tournament?
A sore loser?
Mate, that's not even funny.
It's true. It's not.
Hold the lift.
Ignore Gerald. He's an idiot. The rest of us heard about what happened and that you're going back out there. Some of us would love to be going with you. I've applied for field training myself. Anyway, we just wanted you to know that we're behind you, all the way.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely not. We need to act now. Yes, I understand that.
Is there any need for a follow-up site inspection on the carpet?
Doubt it's worth the risk.
I can
You
guarantee
got his
that
location.
Championship explosion. Slovakian opposition accuses government of neglecting safety inspections after budget cuts.
Politicians never disappoint when it comes to public outrage. Even when the reason for it is pure fantasy coming from our office.
Sounds good. 3 historical sites destroyed in freak accidents on the same day.
Explaining what happened just now, which those of you watching will know is not at all what happened. All right, Moneypenny. Order of Service from the Recruit's Funeral, and did a gracious recitation of Requiem by Robert Louis Stevenson.
Pretty tense out there.
A diplomatic crisis will do that. Today was rough. How are you holding up?
You needed to show me something. Who's the lady?
Oh, you don't recognize Agent Roth? I believe you shared an Aston Martin. Charlotte Annabelle Roth, Senior Operational Officer at the DGSC headquarters in Paris.
You can't be serious.
We chatted. Nice lady. Retires next year to spend time with her grandchildren.
Who was the woman then?
That's what I'd like to find out.
Oh. So that wasn't the real... Oh my god, that wasn't the real DGSC person. Someone who freaking took her out. Okay, well...
Any match on the blonde twins?
Nico and Tero Murto. Assassin duo from Tampere, Finland. Highly adept at unarmed combat, improvisation, and social infiltration.
Oh, I thought it was
These
triplets.
are ruthless operators, James. Ice-cold killers.
I know. I was there. Any news on Ronson?
They'll be keeping her in an artificial coma until the brain swelling is under control. She's not out of the woods yet, but doctors are cautiously optimistic.
And that?
Gone to
Wow.
grounds. Didn't even report him for debrief.
3 of them
He'll
dead.
resurface once he's ready, but if he doesn't want to be found, I strongly
3 of them
suspect
dead,
remote.
2 wounded in action. Wow.
Did you manage to ID the marks I fought at the airfield?
We did. They're all independent contractors. Usual suspects from the global PMC circuit. They'll work for anybody with a thick enough wallet. 009 was just their latest employer.
And they're lost. Ready for that mission brief? What you got for me?
Come, let's have a look. Not going to lie, you have got your work cut out for you. Greenway. Perfect timing. 009. After he escaped Slovakia, we tracked Bond's watch to a field outside of the Syrian village, Jab al-Uthman, where the unregistered cargo plane was abandoned. A wide Thayer sweep picked up his trail 36 hours later in the Turkish province of Şanlıurfa. From here, he embarked on a complex route, eventually bringing him to Egypt, where we lost his trail for good. However, despite significant effort being put into obscuring transport payments, Thayer managed to pin 2 of the chartered private jets to the Pirate King Bavma. Yes, you heard me right. Pirate King.
Pirate King?
What do we have on this Bavma?
Abducted by militants at the age of 10, along with his little sister. Trained as a child soldier until age 12, when Bavma turned on his captors, killing 5 and escaping. Spent half a decade looking for his sister, to no avail. At age 17, he entered the world of piracy. For the next 2 decades, he rose like a shooting star, turning random endeavors into a well-organized international business empire. All culminating in Mauritania, when he claimed a ship graveyard as his kingdom.
Very neat.
That's the main black market hub on the African continent. Major League weapons bazaar, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, and with the clientele to match. Aleph is a cesspool of military and PMC personnel, rubbing shoulders with rebel groups and criminal organizations alike.
And how does all that connect to 009?
That's the thing. It doesn't. Which is probably why he managed to stay invisible for more than a decade. However, with the new intel, things are starting to line up. And considering the amount put up to facilitate 009's escape, we have reason to believe that he is part of Bavma's inner circle. Aleph is most likely where he's been hiding all along.
Okay.
Go to Aleph. Find 009 and bring him back. Everything depends on your success. No pressure.
Oh, no pressure. Super cool.
Rise and shine.
We're almost there.
Maybe get to this section, then we'll probably have to wrap there.
Wake me when we get to 11. Not when we're almost at 11.
Not a morning person, are we?
Just drive.
Jesus, Greenway.
Mind if I pop the radio on?
Why?
Blend in.
You don't need a radio to do that.
Right. No, that's what the eye patches and the wooden legs are for.
Ooh. So cool. What cool visuals. This game is great.
Once we're inside. 009 is bound to be paranoid. That makes him dangerous. He's expecting us to make a move after Slovakia.
If not us, somebody else.
Correct. He'll be ready, so must we. But to answer your question, once we get inside, we need to get some face time with Bavma. He's the one who'll lead us to 009.
Not getting past that.
Take a right.
And if Bavma isn't an option,
I'll let you know.
I know you don't want me here. And I know what you think of me.
You do.
Insufferable, immature. Ring any bells?
So you were listening back at Ems. It's the first time for everything, eh, Bond?
The past never dies. Even the chapter titles are awesome. Wow, solar panels.
You owe me a chance.
Why?
If I hadn't followed my hunch back in Slovakia, more people would have died. We both know that. So stop trying to cut me off at the knees every chance you get.
I'll think about it. Over there.
Gents, heads up. Bavma's heli is inbound.
Copy that, Moneypenny. Heading inside.
Stop touching your ear.
What?
I said, stop touching your bloody ear.
Yes, boss. أستبعد تماما أن يرجع إلى هنا مجددا.
Well, this place never changes. 12 o'clock. Welcome, committee. I see them. And they see us.
Awesome. I'm going to tell everyone right now that I am absolutely adoring this game right now. This is exactly what I was looking for in a spy game. It's got, the voice acting is absolutely top notch. The graphics work really, really well. Beautiful set pieces. They nail the feel of Bond. And they have a beautiful mixture of intrigue, different settings and environments, and a really, really good story, like well-told story. This is really good stuff. But it's also late. But it's really good. I actually, and also I found this out too. This game is canon, by the way. It is the case that this is James Bond canon. Now, as you may know, there has never been a lot done in terms of everyone knows Bond's first major mission was Casino Royale, but basically a lot of these other missions are all things that are, after we know him as Bond, like after he becomes 007. So this sort of how Bond became Bond is actually canon within the sort of world, which I think is really neat. The gunplay is decent, although there are aspects of doing this, like it's not Destiny 2 level gameplay, but gunplay, but it is good, it is solid, and combined with all the other things, gadgets and stuff like that, it's pretty cool. I guess I missed that about I thought that I was dealing with triplets because I thought I had taken a guy out, but apparently all I had done was temporarily knock a guy out for 15 seconds, and then his twin showed up, and then they both showed up basically. So That makes more sense. I was wondering a little bit about the assassin triplets thing. I feel like assassin twins makes more sense. But in any case, it was very cool. The fact that there was a second bomb set is something that I had not expected. That was something I was not imagining was going to be the case. So the second bomb was there too. And the fact that Bond has great instincts, which he's always had, is very, very neat. I really like this. And as I say, the voice acting is doing really well with this too. Super cool. And now and I love this when they do this. Now you can see the main menu is set with like at this cool like ship city, basically this kingdom, this pirate kingdom that the guy has. Super, super cool. I really like that. Also very good graphically and also very consistent in terms of how it runs. Yeah, they really do, Drew. I'm impressed. And I have never really played any of the other Hitman games because it's, I don't know, the story's whatever. I might do more of that at some point, but it's not quite as much like spy intrigue stuff as I'm looking for. But this is very, very cool. And so far, I mean, we will have played after this about like 5.5 hours, 6 hours, something like that. 5.5 or 6 hours. And I think we are nowhere close to halfway. So my guess is that it's going to very cool. I knew that Monroe was not going to survive instantly. That was pretty obvious. So we have how Bond got involved with all this to begin with, how he first got recruited. Then they do all the training. He gets to be friends with Monroe. I knew he was a dead man the minute that happened. And then has this first mission where he's supposed to be a chauffeur. He disobeys orders, typical for Bond. And then goes and does this stuff. That whole chapter was awesome. You had intrigue in there. You had like bluffs when necessary, decisions about how to move people around and out of things, like with the chess tournament and all that stuff. Then finding out about the bomb, but there was the second bomb, and so now he's got motivation to keep going. So very, very cool. Yeah, very neat. And no crashes. It's been very smooth, as you would expect, and what I was hoping for. I think the only thing really my only slight ding so far on the score is the fact that the simulations thing is its own separate thing, so you have to go back to the main menu to go back into the story, which is fine, but since you get to the simulation from the main story, it seems weird that you then can't just go back to the main story from the simulation. That seems a little weird, but not a big deal. Really like it. And also, there's also the freaking fight on the plane and all that stuff. I want to point out, I really want to highlight the use of music, because they did the, ba 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 da ba da ba. They did that only when it really had reached a crescendo of find a parachute, and all of a sudden we're in a whole different world. That was very cool. And I think it shows really good instincts. So I am impressed. I am very impressed. I've heard people say that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is also very solid as a game that's working with an existing franchise and doing some good things with it. Maybe at some point I might try, giving that a shot. But the thing that I like Indiana Jones, but I'd say I'm more of a spy Bond guy than I am an Indiana Jones guy. And obviously I'm more of a fantasy guy than I am a spy guy. But if I can mix them well, then you got Gray Shade, right? But very cool. Man, this very, very good. Very good. I am a big fan. Oh, there's a video clip? Let's see what it was. What was the video clip? Oh. Any other clips? There's another media clip. Short fuse. Oh, I see, because of the trophy. I see why. Okay. Well, let me take a look at the trophies we got so far. We have got some bronze trophies. Okay. Icebreaker bronze. Survived the helicopter crash. That's not. That was the first one, 95.2. Complete your training as a recruit, 87.9. Shaken not stirred, 86%. Expect you to die, 79.4%. Skyfall, 78.2. Jump out of plane in Slovakia. So 5. And then short fuse is somewhere down here. Sleight of hand. Disarm an enemy by shooting a weapon from their hand. Yep. That one, shoot an enemy while he's throwing a grenade. Ah, I see. 72.7. And a change of pace. Oh, interesting. I got a rare one. Completed escalation in Taxim. That's got to be rare right now. Hey, what's up, Cleopatra? Troy Baker nailed the voice. Wait, what voice? Oh, nailed the voice of Indiana Jones. I thought you meant Bond, and I was like, wait, what? Good to see you, Cleopatra. For those who don't know, Cleopatra is a dev with IOI, the designer of this game, and a lead level designer. I have to say, Cleopatra, I was wondering if you were going to stop by. Two things. First of all, I want to point out something. So the escalation Taxim change of pace, that will change over time. It's cool. But the fact that these things so far, up through chapter or whatever chapter I'm on now, expect you to die and all that, there's so many people who've done it, indicates that this many people are continuing to play it because they're enjoying it this much. So Cleopatra, I got to tell you, this chapter that I just completed, which is chapter, what is it? The whole business with Slovakia, the hotel level, was awesome. The whole level was awesome. Getting through the hotel, figuring out all the stuff about who the guy was pursuing him, the whole twist with it turns out it's twins. And then the second bomb, he defuses the one but not the second. Kind of had a feeling that we were going to lose Monroe, to be honest. Like, I felt like the minute he was like, "You're a good friend," I was like, "Oh, we're going to lose him at some point." But this is excellent, excellent work. I am very impressed. I was impressed out of the first session. I'm even more impressed out of this one. This is exactly what I wanted out of a spy game and specifically out of a Bond game. So, again, high praise. Like, I am very impressed. I'm very impressed. I also felt like and I wanted to particularly give you a shout out as the sort of lead level person, because the level design I also thought was great in that hotel. You know, I know this is something that you obviously know from all the Hitman stuff and whatever, but having, you know, there are games, of course, like the Assassin's Creed games, where you can blend in with large groups of people, and that's awesome, right? But a lot of the stealth games where it's like one or two people at a time, which is obviously a lot easier to program, doesn't necessarily feel as realistic. One of the things I like about this is that dealing with those larger groups of people seems to fit with the mechanics that you're providing. That is to say, it's not just we threw a bunch of guys and replicated them multiple times with programming and now we're good, but that you really were actually... I felt like listening to some conversations, they were conversations that were interesting and felt impactful and were not directly related to the story, which I thought was really neat. So kudos to you. I'm extremely impressed. Extremely impressed. Now I feel guilty because I was just about to sign off because it's getting late here. Now I feel guilty just as you arrive. This is really good. This is really good. I'm really impressed. I think I mentioned, I know you've seen this feedback before, but I'll give you one bit of feedback. I got very confused getting into the tactical sims section. Getting out of the tactical sims section again was very confusing, and I had to look it up to find out that, like, you have to go back to the main menu. Yeah. The size of the hotel level, because it was great though. It was really great. And then there was freaking car chase too. We had everything. We had intrigue, we had combat, we had car chase, we had gunplay, we had the whole thing with the plane, story beats. That was great. I really enjoyed it. But getting out of the tactical sims back into the main story, what's confusing is if I can go from the main story to the tactical sims, it's confusing to me that I need to leave and go back to the main menu to then go back into the story, Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like if I'm doing that, I'm going to be missing a save game or like missing a checkpoint or whatever. So it might be helpful to make that a little bit clearer, or make it so that you can depart the tactical sim level and go back to the story missions. Because I think that the tactical, like the various like challenges are cool, and I could imagine myself doing some of it, but I was having too much fun with the story, and so I was like, I want to go back, you know, to the story. And I was like, how do I go back to the story? But it was great. Also there was a point where I was like, how do I swap weapons? And then I realized that it shows me right on the freaking screen. You press down on this handy dandy little thing right here to actually, you know, swap back to the pistol. And I'm like, yes, that would be helpful if I had seen that. So, yeah. Yeah, just as, I mean, like literally that's my only nitpick. Honestly, like so far in the game, literally my only nitpick was just how do I get back from one thing to the other? That was all. But otherwise, I have no complaints about any of this. I think the story portion of this is great. I need to get better, honestly, at certain aspects of control with the hand-to-hand fighting. I need to get a little better with that. But I really had a lot of fun with that level. That was a really cool level. So, and I love the settings also. I mentioned this before. I love the fact that we're now here. I love the fact that now we are in this Pirate King, you know, whatever, like broken down oil tankers and all that stuff. I love that. I love that kind of world building and setup. And one of the things that it does is it creates this, just like the music creates a certain emotional kind of backdrop, which allows you to feel the story more strongly. Good and varied world building like this really helps you feel connected to it also. Because the reality is, if you're just in the same kind of dull looking levels over and over again, it does have a sort of an effect on your emotional investment in the game. Classic example of that is the first Styx, Master of Shadows, which I don't know if you've ever played. Styx has a lot of things going for it. But the problem with Styx, honestly, is that a lot of the stuff feels very similar to each other. Like the color palette is the same. The sort of enemies that you're dealing with are largely the same. The way that you deal with them is largely the same. And I don't just mean making them like have more hit points and more, you know, they're harder to, you know, they're easier to detect you. And so I don't mean that. I mean, they're just like making enemies that are literally different from each other. Making levels that feel visually different has a huge effect. So one of the things I've really liked about this game is that so far all the sections, the Iceland section felt very different from the Malta training deal, and that felt very different from the hotel in Slovakia, which feels very different from this stuff with the ships. So, and I literally just got to the ship level, so I hadn't even started it yet. But so very, very cool. So again, I know I gave you some kudos before. Please pass along kudos to the rest of the team, because I appreciate, as someone who has played many, many, many of these games over the years. I've been, you know, playing video games of one sort or another for essentially 45 years. And obviously I'm an author with multiple published novels and stuff like that. So having something where I feel like there's been such loving attention paid, not just to the graphics, not just to the sound, not even just to the gameplay, the gunplay, but also to the way the story interacts with those things, and different aspects of the pacing of the story is really well done, and also the music is really well done. It's just really great stuff. Yeah. And that really comes through, I want to say. See, this is the reason, you know, when people talk about the idea of like, well, why do you even need concept art? Why do you even need to be doing the research? This is why. Like, I'm preparing for the Dragonlance tabletop campaign that we're launching next month, right? What am I doing for that? I am quite literally reading again the Dragonlance, the first 3 Dragonlance books, which I read when I was much younger. I'm reading them again, and obviously reading through the entire adventure, and then I'm going to put my own spin and twist on it. But being immersed in it, just like I was for Eberron, immersed in Eberron, and had a couple of big books back there that I read a bunch of. Being immersed in it really allows you to sort of it just comes through like osmosis into the programming. So it does feel, Cleopatra, like that you took inspiration from the books and the movies and the games, and then the Brosnan and the Daniel Craig stuff. It very much feels like that. Oh, and one last thing I wanted to say. I know we talked about the voice actors when you were here last time, and I talked about how great they were. Seriously good work on Bond's voice actor in particular, because you've made this Bond not... One of the things that Daniel Craig did really well, I love Roger Moore. He was kind of my Bond growing up, right? But I will say that there was kind of a coolness to him that sometimes felt a little bit, and Pierce Brosnan same way, that felt a little bit distancing. Like I almost felt like I was watching a machine operate, not because the acting was bad, but because they just created this very sort of distant Bond. Whereas I think that in the case of Sean Connery originally, a little bit with Timothy Dalton, and definitely with Daniel Craig, there's this humanity to them. There's this sort of, the James Bond of Ian Fleming's books is basically one step short of a brute killer. He's got charm, but he's also a guy who's kind of screwed up and like needs to really work through things. But he has this core of loyalty. He has this moral core, this desire to really help people down deep. And those things together make a huge, huge difference. So no, Dragon, no. Fleming's vision for Bond was not cold. That's the thing. It was not. Bond was much more about the, I'm pissed off that you did X, Y, Z. He was much more like that than he was the, shaken, not stirred. And, the coldness. He was not cold. Was not cold. So this is much closer to actually Ian Fleming's feel for Bond. And so I just wanted to give you credit for that. And again, all of the actors who did these Bonds were great in their own way, right? Like, as I said, I really liked Roger Moore, but there was a coolness to it that I really like, the more human, almost brutal efficiency with which someone like Daniel Craig engages his Bond, but he's English. The English can be very brutal and very human, Dragon, when they want to be, So, oh man, really great game, Cleopatra. Again, like high praise. And now again, I reserve the right that I'm only finishing day 2. When I get to day 3, I guess it could faceplant and all of a sudden could really suck. And there would be all these missions about having to like track down copyright reels for Disney so that Mickey Mouse doesn't take over the world. Like, I suppose the story could faceplant, right? I don't know. Maybe the game could. But as of right now, excellent work. And I would say right now, my early, it's middle of the year. I would say right now, early front runner for Game of the Year for me. Right now. Now, again, there's a lot of other games to come. There's a lot of other things to play, and there's, I'd have to think through it carefully because there's been a lot of good indie games I've played too, but just something to think about it. So, yeah, with your studio. No, I know you were saying that, and I really wish we could like have a direct line to Amazon and just tell them like, yo, come on. But really, really, really good work. And see, again, and I said this the other night, if Amazon, right, is really smart, if these publishers are really smart, what they do is they go, these guys made a great game. Let's allow them to make another great game. And now what we're going to do is we are going to let them alone and do that, right? And obviously they would have to sign off on things like if the IP was, if you, like I said, if you all of a sudden lost your mind and started doing the MICKEYMOUSE thing, then I could understand them being like, wait a minute, that's what they're for. But otherwise, man, let the cooks cook, So excellent work though, Cleopatra. And I'm sorry that I'm stopping, but it's been a long day. My daughter just graduated high school today, so we had graduations and then celebrations today. And so yeah, and I'm going to be flying to San Francisco for a live D&D event that I'm running next week. Which is going to be great, but it means I probably won't. There's a chance I might be able to play more of this on Saturday, but otherwise I won't be able to play this till I get back, which is a bummer. Thank you. But I'm excited to play more of it, and I will absolutely play through all of it. And I will. One last thing is, I have been looking for, as I said, a spiritual sequel. Oh, with your daughters today. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Very, very important. Hey, what's up to Cece? Oh man, all these great people are showing up. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I've already streamed for 3.5 hours. I would stay up later, but it's late. It's getting late. I downloaded it. I have played a lot of the old FIFAs to CC, but I haven't played this one so far. But I'm too busy doing First Light right now. But anyway, what I was going to say was I loved Alpha Protocol, and I've been looking for a game that was like that was a sequel to it, that was real spy stuff, intrigue, great story. And to have that plus the James Bond pedigree is pretty awesome. 7 years of your life on this game, and it took a lot of inspiration in just time. Wow, that really puts it in perspective. 7 years. 7 years. Wow. But I mean, I hope that it came through to you. I hope that I'm sure you've heard it from other sources also, I mean, besides the reviews. I hope that it's come through, that it worked. I know that for me, having people be able to tell me they loved a session that I DM'd for them, or they've read a book of mine and they were like, the book really moved me or really resonated with me, that means a ton, right? And I spent a lot of time on prepping for stuff, and I obviously have spent a lot of time writing books over the years, but it's really worth it at the time that happens. So DeCeCe, this game so far, first of all, DeCeCe, Cleopatra is one of the main devs for 007 First Light, and stopped by last time and is stopping by again today, which is super cool. So, but yes, I vouch for it completely so far. Now, I've only played 2 days worth, and about, it says 3 hours. It's longer than that. I've probably played so far about 4.5 hours, I would say, maybe 5. And so far, I really, really, really have enjoyed this game a ton. Really love it. I have really enjoyed it a lot. Great story, great gunplay, great mechanics, very good pacing. It's got a great IP to work with. So highly recommend. So your first year on this project was very tough. Can I ask you, Cleopatra, was it tough because you were doing so much at the same time? Like you were doing Hitman and this? Or was it tough because the first year of getting this going was just, there were a lot of challenges to overcome with this specifically? I'm curious. And sorry to ask you all the extra questions, but it's a special treat to have a developer in the chat. So, yeah, no joke. I haven't run into anybody who doesn't like it so far. I've seen multiple reviews, and I went and I looked at a couple of other playthroughs that were earlier than me, right? That like were the first tutorial and like the first chapter, whatever. Haven't found anyone yet who didn't have the same reaction I did, which is just like, this is great. I mean, if you don't like Bond, if you don't like spies, then you're not going to like this game. But if you like spies and Bond, and why wouldn't you? Then you're going to like this, We're trying to make the combat completely different from Hitman. I see. And tried to make it an authentic James Bond style. Oh, I see. And that was a huge pain, right? Because you were so used to the Hitman stuff. You know what's so funny about that? You know what I would compare that to? I don't know if you've played these games, but the Arkham, beside the characters and the levels, yeah, no, for sure. But doing the combat would be a huge challenge. The Arkham games, which I loved, and I've played all of them. Even I played a little bit of Arkham Knight, but I've played and won Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and then I played a little bit of Arkham Knight. So one of the big things that people loved about that was the free flow combat system, how like effortless it felt. And that's true. And I really love the combat system in the Arkham games. Then I got Spider-Man. And playing Spider-Man was so frustrating in terms of combat because it felt like they were trying to make, and it was a different developer, It wasn't Rocksteady did the Arkham games, right? So it was a different developer that did Spider-Man. But I understand that Spider-Man is a different kind of fighter from Batman. But the game felt to me like it wanted really to give in to free flow. Because if you think about Spider-Man, like, he doesn't brute force people. He freaking, free flows people, right? So what happened was, I think that they already knew that there was this great combat system of Batman out there, right? And so they're like, we got to make this different. And so they end up making a system which feels like it felt loose to me, is the only way I could describe it. Like, the combat never felt consistent. I always felt like if I'm Spider-Man, I ought to be able to leap from place to place, jump around, web, jump up, do this, do that, go around. Like, I wanted to do all those things. And I felt like I was never able to do any of those things because something got screwed up in the middle of it. And so I ended up playing a good 10 hours of Spider-Man, but it was so frustrating to me in terms of the combat that I eventually just sort of gave up on it, which is too bad. And it sort of reminded me of, that's what happens when you try to make something very different and you kind of just don't. Make quips and puns. He just does that for free, DeCeasy. He just does that automatically. But something like this, and I have not played the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, by the way. That might also be different. But this feels like you did make a different combat system that feels just like Bond, or feels like Bond would fight, and does not feel like sort of a repeat of the Hitman games, at least that I've seen played. Now, I have not played a lot of Hitman myself, actually, but I've seen a good amount of it being played, and this does not feel at all like the combat in Hitman, so... If we don't make this the way I want to do it versus my combat team environments and levels, I was not going to continue with the game. Yeah. I was not going to continue. Cleopatra, did you get any pushback on that? Was there anyone there who said, like, oh man, I don't know. Like, that kept saying, like, no, wait, we should do combat this other way? Or did they go along? Obviously, I'm not expecting you to say, yeah, and I fired them. I just meant, were there people that you were like, I don't know. Yes, DeCeasy. And sadly for you, you've already missed a little bit of it. See what happens? See what happens when you come late to class? You miss the flirting and the romance. There's also a mysterious spy that we met who it turns out is not who they say they are, but is also attractive and French. I'll see when I play it. Yes, indeed. I don't know. You might not get to the right levels. You might not have romanced everyone properly. You may never get the right sequence necessary. Who knows what... Yes, I think you will see it when you play it. We did a lot of concept as far as James Bond should be told. A lot of my comic pieces would need to be. We're all going around as a team as far as what was looking like James Bond. I'll romance a rock. Yeah. And it's true, right? Because James Bond is smooth, but he's not like a parkour fighter. Like, at a certain level, a lot of Bond, when he gets into a grapple with someone, is just, I'm going to knee you in the face, smash you into objects, and just take you down. Like, there's not a lot of this, check out my Matrix moves, like, that's not James Bond. So I think you gave the combat, this is what I would say, the combat has weight. The combat has weight. It has impact. When I hit something, it feels like I hit something. And that's not just because of the DualShock. It's because I feel like something about the pacing of when the hit happens, the nature of the timing of it, feels like you're sort of in a fist fight. And a brutal one where you're trying to put the guy down and keep him down. So that's cool. You don't even get to do the whole license to kill thing until you're in the Slovakian chapter towards the end. Like the tutorial, the training stuff, and then 3/4 of the hotel level is all, not non-lethal. So I think I was saying this before to Cece. First of all, I would say that the game is only, to my mind, about 15 to 20% shooter. It's not a lot of that. It's a lot of melee combat, and then it's a lot of stealth. It's a lot of investigation. It's a lot of like, storytelling and so forth. And then you get to the gunplay. So to me, the gold standard of gunplay is Destiny, the Destiny games, and specifically like Bungie is just the best at the gunplay in my mind. In both Destiny 1, Destiny 2, gunplay is the best. Unfortunately, they don't know how to freaking tell a story in any coherent way. So friends of mine keep telling me how great the lore is, and I'm like, that's great if I could piece it together. I'm Bond, James Rambond. So it's not, I don't think this is quite at the Destiny 2 level of gunplay, but again, that is like the absolute platinum standard. I think this is very good. I think the control system, once I got used to it, is very good. I think being able to sort of like slow time and aim, which is a classic in these things, works really well. I love how much the environment works to your advantage. Like, I sometimes have a tendency in these games to go and try to like basically headshot everyone one by one so that I can like take everybody down. And you can do that, but what is very clearly encouraged here is to use the environment to your advantage. So there was a lot more, I shoot this guy in the head, then I blow up this oil barrel, which like blows up 5 other oil barrels and kills like 6 dudes. So I don't have to headshot all 6 dudes, right? So you headshot when you have to, but then you don't have to keep going on the headshot, basically is what I'm saying. Yeah, bluff or lure your gadgets. Like, I've gotten a lot of use so far. I did a little bit of bluffing. I've gotten a lot of use out of the chemical, the nerve thing that like basically makes people feel sick and leave. I've gotten a lot of use out of that. That may change over time, and you get to change your gadgets too. So I took the laser strap and I kept the dart phone. That's what it is. The dart phone I kept with me also. So that's really cool because it means you can have something that's more direct, more like that. Like there's flash mines that I just got given this last time, and I'm like, oh, cool. But then I'm like, flash mines are not what I want to be. It's not as much my style as trying to avoid combat. When I get combat, isolating the people that I'm in combat with, so I'm not fighting like 8 dudes at once, like 1, 2, maybe 3 guys at most. So I can contain the situation. And it's easier to do that if I'm dealing with stuff that doesn't attract a ton of attention. So yeah, can I attach a bazooka to my watch? No, but your watch does act as a hacking device and allows you to hack local things like in your environment, electrical things that do a bunch of other stuff. And then you have this dart phone that lets you poison someone that basically sends them off, sick, more or less. And not forever, but for enough time that you can get and do what you need to. So it sure does still tell the time well. It's an on-time watch, let me tell you. So anyway, I am, as I said, very impressed so far. So kudos to you, kudos to the team. And I really, I'm sorry that I have to sort of sign off, but I hope you will return again and chat with us as time goes along. I would love to be able to talk more as I play about sort of narrative decisions. And about decisions also, because I know you did the level design stuff. Like, I'm not going to ask this now because it's too late, but I would like at some point to be able to ask a couple questions about like, I'd love to know what was the backbone, the moral core of your design philosophy. Like you just said before that you're like, this is what the combat needs to feel like, or I'm not going to continue with the game, right? So I'm curious about that. Like, did you feel like how did you, I'm not asking you this question now, just for something to consider later. I'd love to know more about what were the things that you put as your central values when you were doing the level design. Because I've interviewed many designers over the years and many developers from all kinds of different games, a lot of RPG designers and things like that. And I love to hear those things about sort of thematically what they said was the most important thing for them to deal with. So I'd love to hear more about that. It'll be on my wish list then, Arv? Yeah. So anyway, very cool. Very, very cool stuff. I am extremely impressed. What was that one? Oh yeah. Very, very impressed. And I'm, I was thinking about it. I'm like, I'm actually going to be kind of sad when the game comes to an end because I'm having such a great time playing through it. Now, again, only played 2 days, so I need to slow my roll a little bit, right? I need to be careful about not absolutely throwing myself into, and being like, this is the greatest game of all time. I got to wait a little bit, but so far through the first 4.5, 5 hours-ish of the game so far, very impressed. Very impressed. And we'll see, if I stay that way. But I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far. And I feel like it's a game that has been challenging and engaging and interesting and makes me want to play to see what the next part is and the next part is and the next part is. So I've really dug it. So good work, Cleopatra, seriously, so far. And please pass that along to your team. But chat, unfortunately, I would love to keep playing, but I can't. I got to get to bed. I may play on Saturday, and I should remind everybody that on Saturday, we're going to have our big post-mortem episode about the 5-year-long tabletop campaign that I ran on this channel from level 1 to level 20 of D&D. I'm going to be chatting with all my players with them about these things. Yes, actually, hold on a second. Give me just 1 second. Hold on a second. I'm going to whisper you about that just so I don't forget, Cleopatra. I'm going to whisper you about that right now. Yes, I would love that. And again, I promise I'm not going to plague you and be like, hey. I'm not going to do that. But I love talking to creators. And I love talking to developers about their craft. Okay. I just whispered. Oh, thank you, Big Boss. But anyway, but thank you, seriously, Cleopatra. And as I say, I believe that games, I'll tell you the other reason that I'm doing this, is because, so a lot of you know that I have been working at my university. I'm a university professor is my day job, basically. And I've been at St. John's University. I'm a full tenured professor of English literature and creative writing. And I've been at St. John's for 23 years now. And I am in the midst now of working with St. John's to create a possible storytelling and world-building center at St. John's. I've had multiple presentations now from people that have come and spoken about their work. And I want to sort of increase that. And I mention it to you because we also have campuses in Paris and in Rome. And I've been basically chatting with some people about possible options and things like that. So that's another reason that I love talking to developers, and especially ones that have a story. It's an adventure game, but also has a significant story to it here, is I love to be able to talk to developers about their sort of mindset about how they create worlds, how they create levels too, and all that kind of stuff. And we have a whole game design department in my college that is interested in that sort of thing too, and is looking for more of those connections. So that's another reason that I love being able to get in contact with folks, just to chat with them about future conversations. Again, I'm not going to be annoying about it, but I would definitely enjoy and appreciate sort of exchanging ideas and hearing from you about other things relating to the work that you've done. So to the extent that may or may not have interest for you, I stream for GOG as well. Thank you, Dragon Spear, so much for the 106 months. My goodness. Thanks so much, Dragon Spear, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dragon. But yeah, so I stream for GOG, so I also have had a chance to chat with some folks that did work on The Witcher 3, which I played through and stuff like that. So I love having those conversations with those folks also. And, I don't know. So anyway, regardless, you got my whisper, and hopefully we will be able to connect at some point, separately. But regardless, I hope you won't be a stranger here. That's what my team wants us to see. Yeah, no, I believe that narrative is much more closely connected across fields than people sometimes think. I have never believed that games were some sort of like, all the stories in games suck and they're just off to the side. I don't believe that at all. I believe that stories have grown increasingly sophisticated in the game world, and that games have a method. They are their own storytelling medium, even in shooters, even in games where it's just sort of like shoot a bunch of the bad guys. The best games are the ones where they actually make you care about the environment. Good example of that, chat, Titanfall 2, I should say. Titanfall 2 is a very good and interesting single-player campaign that it's a little short, sadly, but it's a very interesting campaign which has a good story to it. And so it's not just blam, 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 shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up. And Respawn does good work with this stuff, but it's not just that. It's about how they make you care about the gunplay that you're engaged in. And so I think that's no... It's gotten much better to CC, but there's always this sense of like, and then there's game stories. Part of it is that they've hired a lot of writers who started in novels and short stories. So they have a lot of people doing both, right? Like N.K. Jemisin has written a Mass Effect novel. N.K. Jemisin is a fantasy grandmaster who's won multiple Hugos, multiple Nebulas, right? Like N.K. Jemisin's huge. And so that makes a big difference. And so I think there's a lot of discussion to be had across areas. So before we got into video games, I did a couple of short films, like directing and writing certain things. Oh, see, that's really cool. That's neat. And you can see that, right? Like, again, like one of the things I was thinking about is that when I am game mastering, obviously when I'm writing, I have to think about how to do action sequences, and I'm really storyboarding it in my head, right? Like how everything looks so I can describe it in an effective way. I've written a graphic novel where I had to be able to render it in such a way that the artist would understand what I was looking for, right? And the same thing goes with something like this. I've written plays also. And so I've also had a chance to do that where thinking about the stuff visually is stuff that comes through in my game mastering, where I'm trying to present something that both my players and when I'm streaming it or when I'm doing a live event, the audience can picture in their mind as well. So again, it's about thinking of things visually and how visual storytelling actually works. So super cool. That's neat. That's neat. That's neat. That's a very interesting journey then to be able to get there. Oh man, there are all these questions that I'm thinking about that I would love to ask, but I don't want to do it now because it's going to take too long. But very neat. And I think it's neat to think about people having this discussion about stories across various mediums, because the more we do that, the more we learn from everything. Right? I've learned so much about writing from my game mastering. I've learned so much about game mastering from my writing. I've learned so much about both from my teaching, the work that I do with my students. I've learned so much from speaking to a lot of developers. I spoke to the Beyond Shadowgate lead dev for quite a while, and got all this great information and thoughts from him about the way he was imagining stuff. So really, really cool. Yeah, DeCC, apparently. What was the other one too? I've had a chance to speak to some folks over at Fatbot Games. I don't know, just a lot of chatting about the way that these different narrative structures work. I had a chance to speak to Sarah Bayless, who is one of the lead narrative designers on the first Divinity Original Sin for Larian. I'm not sure if she's still with Larian anymore, but I love that. I knew a couple of folks over at Telltale and some of the devs that worked on that stuff too. So, anyway, very cool. There's a lot of things it sounds like you would need to be good at to be able to do this. Like, it's not from a programming point of view, but from a visualizing it point of view. And I think that's pretty cool. So very neat. Yes. Well, hopefully I've just whispered you on Twitch. And so if you get the chance at some point, no rush, Cleopatra, but, work on Normal People TV show. If you get the chance, Cleopatra, at some point, no rush. But if you get the chance to respond back to that whisper, would love to chat more on Discord or whatever. And set something up to be able to talk a little bit more about stuff, because as I say, I'm always interested to kind of pick the brain of storytelling folks, and I hope you'll hang out with us too as we play this game over time, because we love this stuff. This is what my channel is built on, is communication and compassion and community. Those are the three things, and so we do a lot of this stuff together, and so I love games of this sort. I have heard of Trench Crusade, but I know nothing about it, Tassisi. I do not know anything about it, but I have heard of it. And Nutella chocolate. Not me, but my kids love it. Dragon Spear. My kids love Nutella chocolate. Both my kids. I don't know why. Yep. Nice rabbit hole to sink into. I love talking shop. I love talking shop on this as well. So. Sorry, On You on Netflix, the book. Sorry, what is that? What does that mean? I don't quite follow. For tonight. Good night, Dragon. Thanks again for the sub, man. I appreciate it. This game's great, Dragon. You got to play this game. This game's great. You will dig it. All right, see you later, Dragon. Sleep well. Oh, it's called You on Netflix. It's from a book. Okay. Once it's cheap, right? I hear you. It's called You on Netflix. I got it. Very cool. All right, I have to write these down actually. So, wait a second. So You and Miller Girl, you said, right? On Netflix from 01. Got it. Okay, cool. I will have to check those out when I get a chance. I will have to check those out. Super cool. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, everybody, that is very cool. I will be looking forward to playing more of this game. And like I say, there's an outside chance I might be able to do a little bit on Saturday. However, probably not. Probably Saturday is going to be dedicated to the post-mortem of my Eberron campaign. And then on Tuesday, I am playing more Dragonbane. And then we'll be playing the Lamplighters League over on GOG.com for Pen and Pixels. And that'll be my last pre-San Francisco stream. Then I'll be flying out to San Francisco and the West Coast for a couple of weeks. And Saturday the 27th, remember, is the event that I previously mentioned. If you were in the Bay Area of San Francisco, please, whoops. Nope, that was me. Sorry. That was me. That was my note that I wrote to myself. Never mind that. Sorry. That's funny. That's the wrong thing that I copied and pasted. This is what I meant to copy and paste. Okay, this is what I meant to say. That right there is the Roleplay by the Bay live D&D event link. If you go there, you can reserve a spot. It is free to go to this event. And it's free to go, but you do have to reserve a spot so we have a sense of head count and the like. So please consider. There we go. So please consider if you are in the Bay Area and you'd like to talk to me in person and see some other notables like Zach Clay and other folks, and also the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation scientists. It's going to be an honor to be able to highlight the cancer research scientists that do the work. I don't know if you all saw the statistic, but they have now shown that because of the cervical cancer vaccine, girls who have taken this cervical cancer vaccine, cervical cancer deaths in that demographic, 0. None. Literally, the vaccine has prevented all deaths in those who are vaccinated. Amazing. And that is directly the result of Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation's funding, which I think is really awesome. So I am happy to be able to feature them. They are going to be part of the morning event, which is a chat about their work, and then they're going to play a one-shot with me. And then in the afternoon, Zach is going to be playing with some of his teens as part of the teen program he does at the San Francisco Public Library for D&D in the afternoon. And so it's called Roleplay by the Bay, a TTRPG event, again, happening on Saturday, June 27th from 10 a.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific at the San Francisco Public Library. You can register at that link. Please spread the word to others who might be interested. I'm going to try to live stream it, but no promises because I don't know what the setup's going to be like there for live streaming. So it's a maybe, but I can't promise. But otherwise, I will definitely have it recorded one way or the other, but I'm hoping we can get a really great turnout there. And then after that, it'll be how much I'm able to stream is dependent on internet access and schedule and time and all that kind of good stuff. So, and then when I get back, I'll be going to ReaderCon in Boston. I have 5 panels that I'll be on there as an author, and then I'll be selling some books as well. And then everything will sort of be normal for about couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks, and then I'm going off to Gen Con, where I'll be participating as a invited guest of the Gen Con Writers Symposium, and I'll be doing that again. And then we'll be coming back from that, and I'll be around and may take one other little other trip during the summer, but otherwise we'll be around for the rest until the fall comes, and then we've got CanCon in October and all that good stuff. So, but that's down the line. We still got a lot of summer to go, thankfully. So, yeah, no, but again, thank you, Cleopatra, for stopping by. And chat, thank you all for being here. If you liked what you saw and heard, I hope you will follow the channel. I hope you'll check out my YouTube at !ArvTube. Discord is and please subscribe to me over there. Discord is !ArvCord. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. I was just talking to Cleopatra a little bit about doing the Discord thing, hopefully, so you can join us join the server for me with !ArvCord. Blue Sky is !ArvSky. Please do follow me over there, where I talk about a lot about this sort of thing and other things. Website for all of this is arvanelleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop. That's my merchandise area. !ArvTreon is that Patreon. We're trying to build that back up into triple digits. You can get cool stuff for yourself and cool stuff for the channel, so please consider supporting if you can. Obviously, subbing to the channel, to the Twitch channel, gets you those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, and I'm always grateful to those who are able to sub, and you can get some cool stuff, as I say, as part of this as well. On the publishing front, if you want to check out my publishing work, !Icarus is my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library, that's my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That is a 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, which is now out of print. No, it is officially out of actual print, but it is still in print, of course, in PDF and digital. They just sold out of it, which is great, and hopefully we got another printing coming of that sooner than later. But regardless, Library for that, and of course Greyshade. That's my Greyshade IP, which is Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy, critically acclaimed, award-winning. You can get that from Athos Arts. At that link, you can get the 3 audiobooks of Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, done by our very own Tren Sparks, who did Santiago Espinosa, the main bad guy in Harebrained Schemes hit game Battletech and things like that. So you can definitely check that out from Tren. And you can also, of course, do the Greyshade. You can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, coming to you from Alligator Alley Entertainment and designed by our very own Brandon O'Brien, The Rising Tides. So you can pre-order that at that link too. So that's what we got going on. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we'll do so for others in that situation in the future. Continued love to the people of Minnesota, specifically Minneapolis, people of Memphis, people of Newark, all those fighting against federal occupation and invasion. We are winning. We are turning the tide in our favor, but it's a slow process and obviously painful one. But keep it up because we are making a big difference, and you are an inspiration to all of us. We see you. We love you. So keep it up. And thank you for doing what you do. I want to thank everyone here for being awesome. Thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Dragon Spear. Thank you to my mods, first of all. Thank you to Dragon Spear, Drew the Damager, Prince Justin, best mods in the business. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and subscribers, Dragon, Drew, Prince Justin, Nonstop, Big Boss, Cleopatra again. Thank you once again, Cleopatra, for stopping by. I saw you whispered me, so I'll respond to that after. Thank you to Mrs. Dunsel and to Tim Coolish, as well as always, for being awesome members of this community and subscribers / Patreon supporters. Thank you. And thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Big Red 40 Tech. Always good to see you, Big Red. Thank you to DeCeCe. Always good to see DeCeCe as well. Keep up the good work that you do, DeCeCe. Thank you to Hippofant, as always. Thank you to Jagtress, of course. Thank you to Rookend. Thank you to Sunny Boy Naturally and Throw7. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. This was awesome. I will see you folks Saturday evening for the post-mortem episode talking about the final portions, basically, of what we did with Eberron Oracle of War, and doing a little bit of setup for my next campaign, TTRPG, launching next month, which is Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. So please join us for all that. It's going to be a good time. I'll see you Saturday night. Everyone enjoy yourselves on Friday. Have a good Friday. More of this game to come. As soon as I can get playing it again, I'm excited to do so. But otherwise, thanks everyone. Much love, and be good to each other. I'll see you soon. Have a good night.